dragon tales. Around the room the dragons flew, but Emmy and Max knew what to do. They climbed on the backs of their dragon friends. Now the adventures never end. Dragon tales, it's almost time for dragon tales. Come along, take my hand, let's all go to Dragonland. Dragon tales, come along, take my hand, let's all go to Dragonland.
Hello. Oh, I gotta actually unmute this game. Then. There we go. Welcome back to Oblivion. So... telling me about Payday, and how they're gonna steal pardons written by Abe Lincoln from the White House to clear their names, and then retire from a life of crime.
Ostensibly, yeah, that's what it's supposed to be, but
I'm not sure how that works.
Well, apparently it does, supposedly. There's also a zombie virus involved, if you remember from the first game.
No.
In the first game, there was the No Mercy heist, which was tie-in for Left 4 Dead.
Right, okay, I do actually remember that.
That is now canon. It was non-canon, now it's canon.
Okay, I was like, that wasn't, like, supposed to be. Just thought it was a fun thing to do.
Yeah, but it's been retconned, so instead of it releasing the zombie virus, like it did in the previous game, in the non-canon thing, instead, it doesn't, because they blow up the hospital.
Okay.
Like the military and stuff, they shoot rockets at it and set fire to everything.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know how that goes over.
But it's now back?
No, it's not back. They left it destroyed, but it's canon now because that's where the Guide of Bane comes from.
The what?
Don't remember
Sorry?
what that is, it was a thing that they gave you with the collectible version of Payday 2. That's now tied into the lore in that it is from a previous version of the Payday crew. Remember I told you before? So there's like ancient Payday,
yeah.
including the American flag mask. One of those older versions was Cagliostro, who was the bane of the French Renaissance. I know all this because I kind of still like Payday.
I mean, I would play Payday in that I would shoot cops. I don't know that I would follow all of this. I like shooting cops.
So, I've mentioned all the Aztec and Sumerian shit. There's been references to the Epic of Gilgamesh. The most recent development is that there's a piano in the safe house and on the piano we had to play the oldest tune in the world, which was a Sumerian hymn.
Sure.
And that took somebody 12 hours to do, because it was, of course, encoded. We didn't know which part of it we had to play. In which octave of the piano. We didn't get to play the piano, we had to shoot the keys, of course. Payday's fucking crazy, it's great.
To shoot the keys.
Yeah, you have to shoot the piano keys. That's the only way to play the piano. God forbid we use our fingers.
Where's the damn...
People thought the oldest song in the world could have been like the earliest used rhythm, which probably would have been something very simple and using basic scales of melody.
Thanks, Fiona.
They also thought it could mean the very first Payday song. So there were lots of people trying lots of songs in this virtual fucking piano that have now like aligned some discs to turn into an alien projector. It's getting a bit much at this point.
It's really weird how Payday just turned into Assassin's Creed.
Yeah, it did. It did. There are immortals. That's different. There are people who are immortal. One of them...
Sure, the aliens.
They're not aliens, they're Sumerian.
Are they vampires? Is this actually World of Darkness? Is it Gehenna?
It's pretty close to Gehenna, actually. That's accurate, because the world is kind of ending. One of the pyramids of Giza got blown up. There's a giant whirlpool underneath or above. Sorry, like a massive ocean-sized whirlpool above the Dream Temple. The president got blown up.
The president died.
Yeah, and Giancarlo Esposito is still an immortal...
Gus.
Yeah, is still an immortal world-traveling...
Is Mia Furlan still in this game?
Say that again?
Is Mia Furlan still in this game?
The Butcher?
Yeah, the Butcher. I was like, I didn't remember what character she played until you said it.
It's complicated.
Have they brought her back to do things?
Yes and no.
I just like Mia Furlan.
She has appeared in a couple of heists after that one big pack. But she might be dead now.
Oh well.
It's not clear. There are lots of people currently who might be dead.
Also,
does
hi
anyone
PM, hi Fiona,
care
hi
about Payday? I'm gonna guess no.
I think they care and that they want to know all of this.
Okay. I'll wait for somebody to post something. I feel bad without at least one affirmative.
You got a great deal there.
Okay, Bane is dead because he was infected with a zombie virus by the Illuminati that ate his insides. And of course you hear him die over the fucking radio. Yes, he is still getting lines from Simon, but no longer. There's
now that he's dead.
Yeah, there's an ending cutscene that I have to link because it's actually kind of surprisingly good, but it's also very funny. Not intentionally so.
Are you sure it's not intentional?
I'm 100% sure it's not intentional. I've never been more sure about anything that it is not intentional.
So Bane was injected with venom?
Kind of. What if Venom was like it made you melt? And it kind of gave him superpowers, actually. Yeah, Venom. Just like amped up Venom.
A fine transaction. That's a fair deal.
Here is the ending cutscene that you can all giggle at. Or cry, if you're so inclined.
Trying to drive me out of... That's more than
I would just like to remind you that in this scene, there are potentially the characters John Wick, Jacket from Hotline Miami, and fucking who's that guy?
The FPS movie guy, right?
Yeah, there's the character from Hardcore Henry.
Or are you thinking just
and
someone else?
Ron Perlman.
Ron Perlman?
Did you not know they added Ron Perlman as a guy?
No, I didn't know that!
He's just his character from
Sons of Anarchy?
Yeah, he's just that guy.
Is he actually that guy, or is he a, like...
He's not actually that guy, he's actually
I had to ask, given that John Wick is actually John Wick.
John Wick is actually John Wick. The people from H3H3 are actually the people from H3H3.
What is H3H3?
It's that shitty YouTube channel where alt-right people go on it and say,
What?
I too love video games and weed.
What the fuck?
That's super fucking condensing what they are. It's the fucking vape meme people.
I mean, I don't know anything about YouTube, so...
Yeah, H3 is the Joe Rogan of gamers. That's perfect. But, like... No, I was going to say more stupid, but that's covered in gamers, and also Joe Rogan. If Joe Rogan is to what he thinks he is, then they are the Joe Rogan of gamers. There's a weird traffic jam here.
Well,
We are all talking about that.
I mean, yeah, it's big news.
Yeah.
Who are you? You got some nice armor. You guys, do you matching? Are you,
Take care. It's sent. How do you do? My name's Vanna.
I don't know.
Sweet skooma.
So,
I love crack.
What can you tell me about Lewin? Drugs.
The fucking coke is marvelous.
This is the lady's house that I have a quest
Come to
go.
Leywin, get fucked up good and quick.
I think that's what these southern cities are known for.
That cutscene is surprisingly good, but also ridiculous because there's a man with a chicken hat.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Here's this is the lady with the scamps.
These stupid scamps are driving me crazy.
Can't help you.
Oh, thank you. I had a feeling that
fuck off.
Daedric staff would be trouble.
Yeah.
Now I'm paying for it with more than just some gold.
Did it also stretch your face out?
Everyone in town knows about my hobby, collecting unusual examples of the arcane crafts. My husband
Bless
makes
his
me quite
cinders.
comfortable,
Shit.
bless his cinders. What will I do with my collection of curiosities when I go? Donate them to the castle, of course.
Bless his soul of cinder.
A few weeks ago, a spell sword was passing through Leowin.
Like, it's one
and
thing
heard
to
that
say
I like
bless
to
his
buy
ashes,
curiosities.
but bless his cinders.
Is that a
is like
thing
a bit
people
more
say?
menacing.
See me carrying.
No, it isn't.
I eagerly bought it, knowing the
Like, is he
value
still in the
of it.
fireplace?
In fact,
Like, what the
I was
fuck?
very surprised when he sold it so cheap. His loss, my gain, I figured. After examining it for a bit, I noticed a small word carved on it in runes. Using a book from my library, I translated it.
It's
The word was
Daedric.
nonsense.
it's
However,
probably
when I
not
spoke
nonsense.
it and held the staff, 4 scamps suddenly
I
appeared.
mean, it might be insofar as she was scammed,
Strangely,
but yes, I also doubt her ability to translate it.
it didn't take long before I realized they were following me. In town with scamps following, so
I didn't know
decided
the
for
queen
start,
from
stay
chess
there.
had a face, but I
Can't explain
understand
it, but
what you're
somehow
going
I
for.
can't compel myself to actually let it go. This staff is obviously cursed. Now I'm stuck with it.
Oh, I
need you to
just
get
got
over
Fiona's
to the
joke
Mages
about
Guild and
pyramids
talk
of
to a good friend of
geezers.
mine, Alvis Uvenum. She's
I
the
didn't
only
even
Took me
see
like,
it.
what,
that I trust.
4 minutes?
I was able to get a message to her earlier, but I've yet to get a reply.
Daedric is
If I
just an
don't,
alphabet.
then the scamps will follow and my secret will be revealed to all.
Like, apparently, Hell script is just a different character
Yeah, I mean,
set.
the way that they use it is just as an alphabet, where it just translates into English, but she does look like she's trying to grow out some guile hair, that's true.
She looks like she's having trouble deciding between, like,
We play cards at the Three Sisters
dreadlocks
often.
and guile hair.
Where the fuck did my...
Also, I'm sorry if I sound bad. I've got a cold, so I'm sniffly.
I cannot get my mouse out now? Oh, there it is. Okay. Just need to bring that back in front. Okay.
I'm gonna try a new thing this stream. I'm not gonna be mean to Oblivion.
By just not talking about Oblivion.
Well, that's like 90% of the plan. The other part is if I'm nice to it and I say nice things like, the music is quite good, the music is adequate.
Yeah, the music's fine.
Yeah, it's fine. If I say things like that, maybe, if I'm not mean to Oblivion, Oblivion won't be mean to me. So...
She's a girl karaoke? I think a karaoke is just... Oh my god, SL. That's horrifying how accurate that is. I just imagining... I can see his face in my head now. And,
Jesus.
That's correct. He does look like an Oblivion character.
I had no idea who this dude was, but yep. For sure.
He's a famous Dota player. He may be a terrible person, but that probably goes along with being a famous Dota player. Wow! It got fogged up. Why do I need to go to the... Can I not just... Hi, Billy.
I've tried very hard to not know anything about Dota.
Well, that's good.
So far, I'm doing great.
That's a good plan.
Somebody who I shall not name and who I shall pretend is dead. I do that with everybody I don't like very much. I just pretend that they're dead. Like I was doing that for a very long time with everybody who was involved in the Me Too thing. Like, name me somebody from that so I can demonstrate.
Like, you mean like Harvey Weinstein, or like
Didn't he get hit by a train?
Okay. I was not actually sure what you
Wasn't he drowned by lizards?
Drowned by lizards? That'd be a way to go.
Yeah, you just do that. You just keep doing that forever, and you never have to have the discussion. Well, do you think they're innocent? No, I don't.
I think they're dead.
Yeah, I think they're not innocent because they all robbed that bank together, and then their submarine fucking exploded. Every single person. He's that guy from House of Cards. Wasn't he? Didn't he die when his actual House of Cards collapsed on him?
If only.
Just keep it going. What was I saying? Oh yeah, so somebody who is also on that list tried to get me into Dota a few times, and there was a point where I was just like, not only do I not understand this, I don't think I want to understand this.
Let's see, what do you got? You have create hard lock. Great, that's great. Mark safe location. I wonder what that is.
I think that I'm like almost mad how popular and financially successful Dota is, because it's pretty much just the original mod. Like, they didn't change a lot.
I mean, no, the intention was they didn't change anything.
Yeah, that's
other
kind of
than
a problem,
putting it on
though.
a new engine. They hired Ice Frog and they're like, hey, look, we're legitimate.
But I think that's kind of a problem, though.
Well, they went to court with Blizzard and they settled. So everyone else involved, get fucked. You don't have any legal rights if you're a modder.
I suppose. Yeah.
Look at all those premium skins they added. That's true. 60% for 20. What does that even do? Man, you have all these cool, weird spells. Swap. Ooh. All these mod spells.
But if the most popular game currently, arguably, is essentially a graphics update for a mod from like 20 years ago on an engine from 25 years ago.
I think Lee's still more popular than Dodo.
Is it?
And Fortnite is probably more popular than both of them.
Yeah, unfortunately.
But it's still considering the heritage of Fortnite, that doesn't really change the argument. Yes, I mean like games, especially Valve, have been doing it for literally decades of just letting modders do free work and then take the successful ones and buy them up and use, it's just using people as free research, market research.
I would say that perhaps
I didn't hear what this guy said, and I only have one dialogue option.
So it's fine. Maybe that thing of buying up modders' ideas and talents could be related somehow to the current thing with, I don't know, maybe it could be linked somehow to something. I feel like we're looking at some kind of amalgamation of stolen ideas and assets.
Valve hired some of them, yeah. I mean, there's always the thing with mods, of course, is there's always lots of people that contribute to them, and there's no kind of because they're not produced in a commodified legal environment. You can't really track down. There's when you produce something in a company, there is even if it is mostly fictional, there is a record of who is responsible and who is not, right? The people at the company. Even though obviously, there's a lot of outside other stuff that they're always appropriating a lot of work from other people that don't get credited. But with a mod, there's not even that kind of fiction, right? Which is the problem they ran into when they tried to launch paid mods on Skyrim. There's all these mods that built on other people's mods, and they're still using that material. So, how the fuck do you disentangle any credits and filter out who is actually... And people would just, of course, there's people that just, copy other mods and just upload them under their own name and all that shit. It was just a disaster of legal... Yeah.
Oh, sorry. I just wanted to mention that Skyrim mods thing was so fucked up that it actually made a sort of community union. People unionized essentially to not be part of that program.
Yeah. It was a serious it did not go over well.
I think that there's still ramifications of that in the Fallout 4 modding community as well.
Yeah, I imagine. It's hard to keep track. They could also be all over the world. This is the nature of hey, labor is actually, and especially digital labor, is very distributed, and
Yep.
you can't, because it's all based on this kind of like meritocratic fantasy of like, well, we just give the proper people the proper credit, and the proper people will, the best people will go to the top, and that'll be okay. So everyone who's poor will just be because they suck, and we're just gonna create, we're gonna enforce a Calvinist world. Like, if the Calvinist world did not exist, Voltaire would say, it would be our duty to create it. It's like, you can't actually do that. It would be bad. Also, you can't.
You know that you know that thing that is definitely. Oh shit! This quest.
I vaguely remember this, maybe?
I love this one because it's the worst. So these tears are fucking his tears.
Were frozen, but I do know someone you could ask. Seek out Juliana
Okay.
at the Arcane
I don't think we can get into the
University
Arcane
in
University.
City.
She's in the public bit.
Oh, of course she is. Well, we're not doing this
Actually, I
yet.
think
Anyway.
maybe not.
If
I'm not sure.
anyone can help you get more information about these crystals, she can.
I just came in here to
shall I
talk
just-
to this one lady. What?
Shall I just tell what I remember about this quest?
Well, we'll get to it eventually, maybe.
Okay.
I guess.
Yeah.
Just gonna
Is
be
this
a
guy
while.
part of the Mages Guild or part of the Thieves Guild?
Supposedly part of the Mages Guild. He's the best
this
alchemist
cool
in
shit
Leonin.
that's pretty. He's the best alchemist. He turns these shitty little tears into gold.
Good luck with your.
Alright, thanks. Are you the person? Oh, you're the person I need to talk to.
Poor Rosentia. She's been trapped in her house for days.
God, why is this the first thing you say to me?
Frankly, the smell gave you away. You must have stepped in.
Oh,
Well, let's just say something
Okay.
that isn't pleasant.
apparently I smell like scamps.
Just be sure.
Shit
and keep it
isn't
secret.
muddled in this game.
If the other
Stop
mages
lying.
even knew that I was involved with Rosentia's new guests, I could get kicked out of the guild.
Why?
The guild offers.
Yeah,
magical-
that doesn't make sense.
The Leowin chapter is just drifting along.
You could get kicked out of the guild for investigating weird
I'm
magical shit.
finally able to get someone over here. I've been gathering all the research.
All of the debt is poop?
Little problems.
All
It's
of it.
Lorcan's poop. That's the Earth. It's made up of Lorcan's bones and Lorcan's blood and Lorcan's shit.
Doing a bit of
Well,
digging,
that
I'm
would make
afraid
quite a
we're
sturdy
just
house.
stuck with the staff
This
and
seems like this is totally a plausible thing in Elder Scrolls lore.
The only way to get rid of
Lorcan's
it
shit.
is if someone willingly accepts it.
Mighty shit of
Can't be decided
Lorcan.
in any other manner.
That's fertile farmland.
No one
That's
will
what
buy
shit
that
is.
thing once it's activated like it's been. The only chance is to return it to its original resting place. Dark
I mean,
Valley
if your
Cave.
world is made of poop, why not just poop where you
Inside the
stand?
cave, there's
Have you
room
seen a
to be
toilet in this
shrine to
game?
Share Gorath.
No, they're on no toilets, I think.
Be dropped, and the scamp
Have you seen even a
remain
big
behind.
shithole?
I also learned that the staff
don't think there's any outhouses. I don't think there's anything.
slower than normal.
Exactly.
I suppose it's another
That's
way
why
to relay
Oblivion's
the
invading,
party
because they've been
annoyance factor.
chucking it through the portals.
Please,
Just get rid of it.
Oh, man.
Overflowing with shit.
And if you can,
Send it to
help
hell. They'll deal with
her. I
it.
think she's about to crack
This
under the
is
pressure.
so this is like Fringe.
No. Don't. Actually, that, we could talk about Fringe, and then I won't be mean to the game.
I'm just saying,
That'd be a great idea.
you dumped a bunch of shit into another universe, non-literal shit in that case, and it broke their universe, so now they're mad and they're coming.
No, I'm
Also,
mad
you
about that.
stole a
also-
kid.
Yeah, you stole
That was
that
real
boy.
fucked up.
But don't worry, everybody will forget him like 3 times. God, that shit!
That was I didn't like that.
No, I couldn't watch anymore. I slogged through what is basically shitty Star Trek, and then they fucking forget him, and they fix it, and then they forget him again. They didn't know how to handle like the end game of that plot, so they just undid it all. Fuck it.
Yeah, I did
How
not
do we
like
write an ending? I
that
don't know.
show
Let's
past
delay for another 4
season
fucking
3.
years. No.
Don't bother trying to kill one of them. As soon as you do, another will take
Also,
its
that show
place.
became
It's
obsessed with
quite the
the
curse.
redemption of a
Yeah.
abusive side, like a guy who used children as experiments and shit, rather than about the woman who was the survivor of said child experiments, which is very frustrating. Like, one of these characters is a much more relevant main character that should be focused on, and one of them is not.
No, but he's wacky though.
Yeah.
Isn't mental illness hilarious?
God.
Isn't it funny how he doesn't know where he is or what he's doing?
Okay, so she has to go to the cave. Except I think we have to go to the cave.
In a different version of the universe, the character in Fringe would have been more of a literal inspiration from fucking Mengele.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
Because basically that's who he is. But that world is both more disturbing and more interesting than our own.
How am I ever?
It would
Yeah,
be
that's
set in
what's
Brazil.
relevant.
Oh, please.
Or was it Argentina?
Take this
Which is the
staff to
place
the-
where all the
Argentina,
fucking...
yeah.
Okay, with the
forever.
weird fucking twin town
I can't find
that's
it.
really
Who
unnerving.
knows what's guarding the shrine? Plus, do you know how dirty caves are? It'll ruin anything I wear. Do this for me,
Oh,
and I'll reward
fuck
you with another one
you.
of my curios I picked up a few.
Where is this?
Not just, yeah, let me repair. Now leave and never come back.
Where? Oh, it's just right there. Okay, that's not that far. And we have to go, like, down to there.
This town is full of neat freaks because quests must happen.
Let's see, what else do I need?
Never mind that this is like a fucking swamp town
Are you
that's in
ready?
an active guerrilla war.
I'm.
You
Yeah,
know
there's,
what?
like, no sign of the actual, like, guerrilla thing going on in this town.
Why are there no quests related to it? Well, there is like
I
one.
believe that there were supposed to be some, but they were cut. I believe there's, I remember reading that there's a bunch of cut content around that. So,
Okay. Great. The one fucking thing that would have
Yeah.
been interesting is detailing, hey, maybe the Empire's no good. Before I shouldn't say that because I'm sure it would totally not be written like that.
yeah,
It would just be,
It would be
like
bad.
the Count. Like you would go on a mission to like overthrow the Count, and then somebody else would take charge and
No.
everything would be fine, and no territory would be returned.
or it would just be like, oh, they're, they've got some legitimate grievances, but they shouldn't be killing people.
What if everybody just sat down and talked about
Yeah.
their problems?
Like,
What if we got it all out in the open, like a family?
What the fuck are the doors? Oh, it's up there. Oh, I do have to go over there. It's fucking fog.
I find fog weird in games. I don't think anyone's really done it right yet. Is it always like really oppressive or just comes out of nowhere?
hmm
My favourite thing is fog as an environmental weather thing, not as a dynamic weather thing. So you just go down the road and it's fog.
Oh, there's an internet.
Yeah, also this fog is fucking ugly, as PM points out. It's like green. It has a tint to it.
That is probably the weather mod, but I'm sure it doesn't look better in the vanilla.
I suppose that is true. Wales does have ambush fog.
Are you sure that that wasn't like some folklore monster coming for you? Or someone nearby? Oh.
No, it's there are weird things that happen in England because there are like secret swamps that don't exist but are still there.
Okay, guys. I don't know why you just showed up now, but... excuse me?
What the fuck is?
That's a beholder.
Oh, oh my!
Well, fortunately, it's
Has
shooting
there
at by
ever-
scamps.
Has
What?
there ever been a beholder in Elder Scrolls?
No, I
stuff?
don't think so.
It's copyright, isn't it?
Yes,
Actually,
it's
thinking about it.
protected product identity of Wizards of the Coast. The like
If
Japanese
it's called a
RPGs get away with
beholder,
it. No, it's actually
Beholden.
okay.
Beholden.
Wow.
It's fine. It's fine. It's totally good. It's a watcher,
Yeah.
similar to but legally distinct from.
Oh God.
Oh. It's a Kako demon. Don't worry about it. Fiona, have you seen Fringe? It seems like something she might be into.
Yeah, that's.
If you like Star
Oh,
Trek and you
hi.
like Supernatural, it's basically both of those.
Yeah, I mean the other comparison is the X-Files.
Oh, not a fan.
Oh fuck! I wasn't. I was looking at chat. That thing's big.
I thought you threw you into the ceiling. Oh, we killed you?
Doesn't have as many handsome men. It's got Joshua Jackson.
Yeah, it's got that fucking
He's
Dawson's Creek guy.
yeah. He's fine. He's not particularly. Has Anna Torv, who is not a handsome man, but who is awesome.
Ooh, shots fired by Fiona.
He's not handsome. Yeah, I think he's fine. But
I'm just a spectator here. Don't expect comment from me.
are those?
Who's
You.
the female lead in it?
Anna Torv.
Okay, right.
She was in a dumb Australian show for Netflix recently, or like within the
I
past
can
couple of
believe
years.
that.
It was all about like Australia is caught between the U.S. and China.
No, it isn't.
What? Wait, who is one of these? One of these is hostile.
How is it caught between the US and China?
Well, see, they're near China.
Yeah.
I don't know. I didn't watch it. I just saw
Okay.
the stuff. Wait, why did you attack me? You're one of my ever scamps.
Your immortal follow pawns pissed at you now?
Did I accidentally shoot one or something? I don't know.
Yeah, I think you did.
Yeah, he's fine. Oh, there's Lance Reddick. I mean, he's not like attractive, but he's a fun
He's
guy.
a character actor.
Yeah, I look.
He's still doing that shit.
Yeah, he's in fucking Destiny doing that shit. The exact same
know.
shit. And they're just like, look,
so-
if you're gonna have someone give me orders over the radio, Lance Reddick is like the best guy to do it. I'll give you that.
Okay, I'm gonna look up his IMDb, and I really
He's
want
just
to see.
so authoritative.
I want to see if he ever fucking does another thing.
I mean, the only things I've seen him in are Fringe, The Wire, and heard his voice in Destiny, and he is the same in all of them. So
He's in a lot of shit.
I believe he's in a lot of shit.
He's Charon in John Wick.
Oh, I have not seen John Wick actually.
Whatever.
I would like to watch that at some point, but it's not a priority. It's like, oh, seems fun. What?
He's that one character from that one episode of Rick and Morty, where he's a train ghost man, I think.
Oh, the like magical Negro thing?
Yeah.
Like where they're like, okay, wait, are you? God, fucking damn it!
He was in Horizon Zero Dawn.
I assume as a quest giver, authoritative person.
He was in the TV version of Quantum Break, that video game that
Oh god,
has stopped us from getting an Alan Wake sequel. He was in Castle, as I assume somebody authoritative.
And like I'm gonna take a guess and say he was like a superior at the NYPD or something.
There are so many of these where it's like it has like a fucking title before it. There's DCI Jeffrey Tiazu from Intelligence. He played Ra's al Ghul in the Beware the Batman TV series.
Really? Okay. Well, that's. Oh god.
Kind of weird and
Yeah.
maybe not great.
Are you
He
stuck?
was in Old Boy?
Okay, this guy seems to actually be stuck here, which is hilarious.
Oh, a different Old Boy, not the actual Old Boy. Spike Lee's Old Boy. He was in Tron.
Oh no, he figured out how to walk.
He was in White House Down as General Caulfield. Of course.
Oh god! Oh no, I'm stuck! I couldn't move back! Because the scamps are behind me! Also, that's a giant fucking clan fear.
He was in an episode of Comedy Bang Bang. Hello, 2013? He was in Lost as Matthew Abaddon.
That's right. I forgot he was in Lost. I have seen that.
He was in The Wire as Lieutenant Cedric Daniels,
Yeah.
Major Cedric Daniels,
Yes.
Colonel Cedric Daniels,
Yes, that's correct.
Deputy Commissioner for Operations, Cedric Daniels.
Yes, that's correct.
He was in Numthers, Lieutenant Steve Davidson.
Numbers!
Can we talk about that?
I have never seen it, so I mean, you can.
It's two brothers just solving crimes.
Uh-huh.
One of them's like, I think this is what it is.
Oh god!
Watched like 2 episodes and I don't remember it very well. They're solving crimes, and one of them is a super mathematician who's
Yeah.
like probably autistic, like autistic coded.
Yeah,
Of course, can actually,
right.
go into that. It was 2005. It was a different time. No, it wasn't. So one's an FBI guy, one's a mathematician, and he uses maths to solve crimes. I realize I'm just reiterating what I've already said, but that's basically it.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, he was a lieutenant in one of the episodes. He was in CSI Miami as Agent David Park. Jay-Z feat Beyonce, 0 of 3 Bonnie and Clyde. He was police officers.
Amazing.
So authoritative, he was multiple police officers. He was in the West Wing as a DC police officer.
I'm sure I've seen that, but I don't remember it.
Okay, I want to check something. He was in New York Undercover as Oscar Griffin. That was his first role. I'm
Was it a
assuming
cop?
that's a cop. I'll check.
Important research.
Oh Jesus. The fucking blurb for this show is not great. Drugs, robbery, corruption, rape, murder, cops versus criminals. The undercover war has started. Welcome to New York City.
Oh my god.
That's a lot. No, I don't think he was a police officer.
Wow.
Because there are the police officers at the top who are the reoccurring characters,
Mm-hmm.
and then there's a lot of people with, like...
Maybe that's where he learned.
That might be interesting to watch that one specific episode. I'm coming up with some crazy fucking shit on these streams. Last week it was the Kurt Russell Expanded Universe. Now I'm suggesting a Lance Reddick watch party.
The
to see
Reddicography.
his-
Yeah.
Yes, the Reddicography, the complete works of Lance
This is
Reddick.
the...
It
Fiona and I
would
had
be
a
bad.
more serious plan at some point to watch, we called the Stanography, the filmography of Sebastian Stan. At some point we will do that.
I am not watching the new Charmed. I'm sorry. I just go back. Jimmy and Derek Numbers fighting crime.
Two
That's
brothers
basically-
hunting things, saving people.
Yeah, it's that,
I don't think
but
that...
much worse.
Yeah.
See, the thing is with the Lance Reddick Reddicography, sorry, that got caught in my throat. We would get to see all the John Wick movies, so probably worth it.
You had to watch all of The Wire and all of Fringe. So that's a lot.
We can skip those. Everyone's seen The Wire, and nobody has to see Fringe.
I don't think Fiona's seen The Wire.
Has Fiona not seen The Wire?
I believe that is the case.
Yeah, well,
Oh god. These fuckers. That's fine, you don't have to see The Wire.
The Wire's like, what if Breaking Bad was before Breaking Bad and better? Like a lot better.
Yeah, it's still bad though.
Yeah, it's not good. I've you know.
Which has become more obvious over the years as David Simon has
Devolved into a... What the fuck is that thing? What is that child?
What? Oh god!
What is that
I
child?
thought that was a fucking scamp!
Is that that fucking enemy from Stalker? Is that the Bloodsucker?
No.
Look at it. Is it a dark one from Metro? What is this?
I don't...
What are you?
It's called a
Oh.
hunger. I don't know what it is.
It's called Hunger?
You harvest its tongue.
It's
Hungers
called
are from
Hunger.
Shivering Isles. Oh, so they're in the base game? I don't remember
Are
them.
you fucking serious?
No
what the
longer feeling
fuck?
the urge to possess the Everscamp. I guess I can just drop it. Oh, I don't think they look like that. Oh, okay, so maybe it is still mod. I mean, I'm sure it's a mod to have it here, but... What is the... What is this tweet? I can't... I'm gonna go look at this tweet.
It's just every time they say The Wire.
I don't think these are real lines.
No, that's definitely exactly what that is. It's a lot of drama and, like, police and gang tension, and then somebody says, The Wire, and then the title card comes up, and it starts playing the credits.
I mean, there is actually an episode of The Wire called The Wire in Season 1. Which is about a wire.
Oh yeah, but, like, on somebody.
Yes, it's about wiretapping.
Yeah.
That's the whole concept, yes.
The show is not called The Wire because of wiretapping. At least, probably not. That would be dumb.
No, I don't really know why it's called The Wire, other than that it... Oh, great, this is like a burden demon. Fucking great.
Burden demon.
Like, it threw a thing at me and it burdened me! Look at it! So now I can't move.
The show's called The Wire because it sounds kind of dramatic. And if you put, like, police tape around it, then people will look at it. What is that called?
A tar fiend.
Oh, I thought it said a fat fiend. I was like, that's a bit out of place for this fantasy prompt.
There we go. Alright.
Oh, bummer.
Goodbye.
Oh, is this not actually his quest?
What? No, this is just a quest to just drop this fucking thing here.
I don't want you to do the Share Goref quest until after we've done...
Shivering Isles?
Yeah.
Okay. That is the quest, Billy, is this lady bought a Daedric artifact for cheap and thought she was getting a great deal, but what it actually does is just constantly summon scamps around you. And it's also a cursed item that she can't drop, or unless someone takes it willingly. So,
it's also a posse. Those are our hype men.
Yeah, so the way to get rid of it is you have to come here and drop it at this altar. Then when you come to the altar, then you're allowed to drop it. So that's what we had to do. Came to this cave, dropped it.
Oh, I just flicked my eyes back over and saw that beholder.
A dead beholder?
Yeah.
Okay, what?
Just with its eye.
Why is this like... No, I guess it closes back up, which actually makes sense, but normally secret doors don't close.
It's a giant rock.
Well, yeah, but I mean in terms of like, why would it ever be closed if at any point it opens, it stays open forever?
Why would it ever be closed if it's an automatic giant rock secret door?
I don't know. Yeah, it's not even a secret door, because it automatically opens, so I don't fucking know, but... Alright, now we're going,
like going to the corner shop, and like the door's opening, and you're like, what is this secret? What doth you hide in your treasury depths?
That's a lot, SL. I don't know if that's happening.
Fuck that. No. I mean, it's just the Wabberjack, I think. It's not exactly a required reward that we're gonna need. We met the concept of hate or something down in that fucking dungeon.
Oh, hunger. That was just like a hunger monster. I don't know. I don't know if I can know what it was.
It looked like a Wendigo, dude.
Yeah, it did.
It was fucking terrifying, and you didn't notice it because it blended in with
Yeah,
the shadows.
it just looked like a scamp. Except it was gray instead of red, and it had a more fucked up face.
Okay, my opinion on
Absolutely.
Boethia just turned the fuck around. I thought she was kind of cool. She was like I would like everybody to fight now.
I was like, isn't
God.
Boethia one of the four corners of the House of Troubles?
Yeah.
She's a bad Daedra.
Yeah, she's fun. Hey guys, everyone come to my shrine and kill each other. Okay,
Oh, God!
cool.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I mean, it was bad, but I thought it was a giant bear.
same. It's the same color as a bear.
It is.
And trolls aren't real, so our brain filled it in. Yeah, his
That troll fat.
his pre fucking Shivering Isles voice actor is normal. I definitely prefer that voice actor because he just sounds like a sneaky bastard instead
I'm
of
getting.
weird Irish
That's why
American.
I'm fuck. Got stuck. I was like, why am I hearing combat music? That's why I'm hearing combat music. Because I'm about to be mauled by a troll.
Don't worry, SL. I'm going to shit all over Shehigolthir's voice actor. Actually, I'm going to do it now. I couldn't wait.
It's
I
bad.
couldn't do one stream. No, it's really annoying. It's that he's crazy, so he's putting on an accent thing. Oh, he's the mad god. He's got a dual personality. Which accent is his real one? And that's just really annoying.
Does that accent even exist in the Elder Scrolls?
Well, no accents exist in the Elder Scrolls because they just got the most plain fucking American.
Wow.
What?
The troll just fucked up. Oh god! There's two of them. The troll fucked up the wolf that was coming at me.
Oh yeah, it's a wolf.
Well, I just didn't know that they would fight each other.
Yeah, there aren't really any accents except for characters that are supposed to have accents. And generally they're supposed to have accents.
Fuck! God, I hate that button! I did the roll by accident.
For some shitty or offensive reason. Like Sheogorath is a shitty and offensive reason. He's crazy, so he has many voices.
I was like, I don't think there's, like, regional accents.
Oh, no, fuck no. There kind of is in Skyrim. Where everybody who's a Nord talks like they're trying to imitate the Swedish chef.
God. What the fuck? Oh, there he is.
I think they did that with the Red Guards too, who have like a specific twang. But I'm not sure about that. Probably not. But I definitely remember this getting very tired.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, at least there's some effort to differentiate the voices. No longer do you have the same voice actor appearing 3 times on the same quest.
I've been really impressed with the fuck is... The fuck?
It's ceiling tentacle. A wiggle root.
I've really enjoyed the voice acting, well, the use of accents specifically in Deadfire.
Oh yeah, Pillars of Eternity does it really well.
Yeah, because they do have regional accents, and they're also not just like... They're not quite the like just a like here are people with Scottish accents, here are people with Irish accents, here are
All
people
the
with French
different kinds
accents.
of European under the sun.
Right. Which is what like Dragon Age does, which is
Yep.
fine-ish. I mean, it's but like
Not
they're not.
really, though.
Yeah, but it's like it's like just like okay, there's a country, and if you're from this country, you have this accent in Dragon Age, which is not the worst thing you could do, I guess.
I suppose.
Whereas in Pillars of Eternity, like, well, they still have their regional accents, but they're not quite the same as
100
Earth
gigs?
accents.
The XCOM 2 mod fucking thing is 100 gigs?
Oh, the mod tools. Yeah, I heard you say that. I don't before. That is
Holy
really.
shit.
I don't know what they're all including in that.
Yeah, that would be very funny. Hello!
But also my favorite thing about the Pillars of Eternity voice acting in Deadfire, because I don't think this was in the first game, is that people from I don't actually know where they're from somewhere on the continent, but not I guess the area where Pillars 1 took place, have an American Southern style accent.
Okay, well that's Adair.
Oh well, Adair isn't really that pronounced. I guess he a little
He
bit
talks
does.
a bit like McCree from
Yeah,
Overwatch.
but these people have like actual like Chody, is one of the companions, and the other people
Well,
that she's with have
where's
much.
he from
He's
originally?
from, I mean, the place where Pillars 1 takes place. So the Deerwood,
Well, I guess, like-
I guess.
Yeah, so maybe he's like that's the native accent of the region, because everybody else is a settler.
I don't remember where Chody is supposed to be from, other than like near there, but not. I don't think the Chody is from an antebellum plantation. That's what she sounds like, and the like. It's so weird, just because that accent is never used in medieval fantasy games, because it's always European accents. So that, but there's no reason not to like have someone that sounds like that. So it's amazing when she's just like, oh, like, get all over here, y'all. And I love it.
Is she like a fantasy race as well?
Huh?
Is she non-human?
No, she's just one of the folk, which is their name for humans.
That's a shame, because I love
they do, because that's the other thing about
specific
Pillars.
accents on non-human characters.
Yeah.
So an orc with like a
Yeah. Well, that is the thing about Pillars, right? That is really good, is that none of the species are really tied to regions. No. They're all over the place.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, there are people...
Well, like the Deadfire archipelago has, what are they, the Ammon?
Yeah, they're like the Amawa, there's the orange Amawa, are like, I don't know what they're actually called, but the orange Amawa are like the natives of the Deadfire. And,
and then you've got the coastal.
Yeah, the blue Amawa are natives of Rawatai, which is where I'm from, so everyone's always like, oh, you're a Rawatai spy. Like, I wish. They could be paying me.
Nope, I just have a boat.
I hope the Amazon Lord of the Rings show gives the Saxville Bagginses an Oklahoman accent.
Oh, hello there. Welcome to Baggins.
Oh, God. What? I don't even know what I'm looking for. Oh. Oh. Well, I gotta be able to get under here. Whoops.
It's such a shame that nothing is worth downloading 100 gigs, because I would really like that.
Oh, this is just somebody's, like, house, like, mod type thing that they just put in. They own chests and shit. Well, that's sad. I don't know why you'd want to live in this shithole of a cave.
Sentimental value.
Well, who has sentimental value over this cave?
Hitman 7 will maybe be worth 100 gigs.
Oh, really? Really? Give me that rat meat.
Well, then that's not 7, is it?
Yeah. I was like, I have a terabyte limit, and I never go close, but I don't have any roommates. It's a dead timberwolf. Oh, more dead timberwolves. Oh, you're empty. Hey, skeleton. Oh, whoops, wrong button. Or, not wrong button, but wrong spell. What's the legacy pack? Is that the stuff from previous
From
Hitman?
6,
Yeah.
I imagine. It might also include a couple of remix levels. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I was just like, I didn't know
I
if they were
remember
gonna
hearing something about
do some. It'd be weird, or it'd be like difficult to do. But if they remade some levels from previous games, that'd be cool.
I remember hearing something about Hitman contracts missions. But
Why those of all things? Unless they're gonna do the ones that didn't contract, the half of contracts that were remade from Hitman 1. Legacy Pack brings back the maps from Season 1 and rematches them.
okay.
Yeah, if they
Hopefully
did,
they'll
I guess
make-
the one that they could definitely do from previous Hitman games is the oh god, fucking Slaughterfish, is the like hotel with the diplomatic, the famous mission from Hitman 1 that is.
Well, I mean, like, I personally hope that one day we get every single Hitman level in one game.
That would be cool. It just seems like they, like they
It's a lot of
don't
work.
really fit the style. So I mean, which would be fine to just put them in the engine still.
Yeah,
But in terms
I don't
of,
even care if there are like significant changes. I just kind of like all of them
can't see.
together.
Well, none of these are. Wait, oh, that's what I'm looking for.
Yeah, the one from Blood Money is also really good.
Oh, yeah, that mission is complex.
Yeah,
thing.
it's fucking huge.
Yeah, but yeah, I mean the original hotel mission from Hitman 1 that's also remade in contracts that has the the two brothers you have to kill, and the dentist office, and the flower shop where you can get the flower box with a shotgun in it, which you can then carry around and dramatically unfurl at the appropriate time. And oh, it's good shit.
95 gig of decompressed assets? No, that's impossible.
Hey,
I'm
I
guessing.
mean, I don't know that that's impossible anymore.
Are you fucking kidding? You can compress 100 gigs into one and not have it look like complete shit?
Well, if it's just, I guess, Hitman level, or you kill the numbers. Where is, like, I mean, they've been doing the, like, celebrity hitmans, right? The celebrity targets. Like, let's start doing some fictional
No.
crossovers, please. Beyond Home Alone.
That should have ended fucking forever ago.
Please. Hitman kills the Payday Gang.
Oh, PM's talking about the mod tools.
Yeah, yeah.
I thought he was talking about Hitman.
Oh, no, yeah. God. I'm glad Sean B needed some money, so
Oh, fucking, it's so true.
Like, okay, I guess I'll get modeled for this game and record
That's
some
his career at this
lines
point.
and just like I guess maybe like he did the one video and
yeah, he did that one video where he really wants to die.
yeah, and then he probably recorded some
Um,
lines and then got his face scanned or whatever, and like that's all he had to do.
I think that's it. Oh, that's a good joke. He just comes in and they're like, "No, mate, you are not getting the contracts from the book."
There's a video from some interview where they ask him about the like montage of Sean Bean death scenes. And I'm like, what's your favorite on-screen death? I do not remember what he says, I just mostly remember his like
Probably Boromir.
this is a thing that his kind of surprise that this is a thing that exists. Oh, he did an interview with IGN regarding Hitman. Okay.
Imagine getting to the point where your career is just show up and do like death mocap. Like that's it. Is it? Daddy, what are you going to do at work today? Oh well, I'm going to make a lot of gurgling sounds, and then I'm going to fall over and pretend I'm dead.
Why is he
And I'm
surprised you're
going
gonna
to make $5 million.
Well, it was from like a number of years ago, so I guess it was, you know, it was not as.
Fiona, you think Sean Bean knows how to use the internet?
Yes, it's like Jesus, Sean Bean. Like we got the joke in your announcement video. That was the whole point. That was the joke. Hi, Diamond.
Sean Bean doesn't know how to use a fucking coffee machine.
What just happened?
I assume that Sean
There we
Bean
go.
had to be brought up to speed for the technology that he would be acting alongside in fucking Game of Thrones.
God.
What is this four-legged large beast of burden?
God,
It's a horse.
forgot. I was just thinking, like, Sean Bean's at the stage of his career where he should go back and do some, like, prestige TV shit, and I completely forgot about Game of Thrones! So, yes, he already did that.
It didn't go too well for him.
Well, it was one of those things where you know you're, like, the point is to come in and do, like, a season and then leave. It's like, what the fuck is... Holy fucking fuck!
It's just a burning horse. Calm down.
A burning skeleton horse in tall grass that I can barely see.
What's there to be so worried about?
That just came out of fucking nowhere.
Is it called the Horned Nightmare?
No, it's called an undead nightmare.
Okay. Because it doesn't have horns.
Correct. That is correct. Maybe it did in life.
Well, then it would be a unicorn.
Depends on
And I
how many
don't think
horns it
unicorns
has.
can go to hell.
You
It's
didn't
either a
watch
unicorn or a
the
goat.
season premiere of Legends of Tomorrow, which involves sending a unicorn to hell.
No.
An evil unicorn.
This sounds pretty good.
Show's really amazingly dumb. It's good.
If it had two, it wouldn't be a rhino. It would just be extinct.
Well, somebody's unconscious. It was a scary unicorn. It was. It gored people. And it sprayed them with its rainbow musk.
Are you fucking kidding
I'm
me?
not kidding! It was hallucinatory rainbow. It was like hallucinogenic, so that it can stab them easier.
And this, what was this from?
This is Legends of Tomorrow.
Not like a cut scene from Cabin in the Woods.
Oh.
It's not a Simpsons Treehouse of
No.
Horror episode.
I mean, the
Okay.
season finale of the show last season was all of the team members Voltron themselves together into a giant Furby to defeat the big bad. I'm not kidding. I mean, it wasn't literally a Furby. It was a Furby knockoff, but...
Okay.
Hey,
So
let's
Oblivion,
go
huh?
talk to Nocturnal. We're gonna get this
Yeah,
key,
let's do that.
which is good because I'm almost out of luck picks.
Eye is returned, and I once again see into the darkness that is your world.
Yeah, no shit, Darkness, it is.
We
Does she have two ravens? Is she
Yeah, or
Odin?
crows or something. Yeah,
you
Is she Odin?
birds.
may take this.
Well, we
She's
do
got
have to
the cloak
return her
and
eye.
Open the secrets
Well, that too.
of places.
So she was missing an eye. It will open dark places when all the lights go out. Shouldn't say that part. Alright, wait, what?
I fucking love
Oh, I have
Odin's-
the power to call Daedric Princes to teleport me to safety. Really?
Odin's
Oh, I do. I don't have that much
multiple
magic.
stories of him like climbing into a fucking cave or something and then cutting off a toe. Like he's a fucking extreme urban explorer, geocache, like he goes to weird fucking places with magic and then just starts cutting bits of himself off. Odin's a fucking weirdo.
Yes, I would agree that Odin is a weirdo.
Hey, you're gonna die. Not if I kill myself first.
A sacrifice of himself to himself.
We didn't get the eye back.
He'd just have a YouTube channel now, wouldn't he?
Well, that is kind of like sacrificing a piece of yourself.
Have you ever read The Long Dark Tea Time of the Soul? Which is the
Oh, you meant fucking...
Douglas Adams, the second Dirk Gently novel.
Mm.
Because it is about, like, gods exist when they are believed in, so all of the old, like, Norse gods exist, and, but since they're not believed in anymore, they don't have any power, and, they're, like, part of the backstory is they decide, you know, like, the gods are like, well, we're important, like, people know us, so they're like, we have name recognition, so Odin walked into an advertising agency and, like, offered to endorse products for money on the basis that he was Odin.
I just did a full body shrug of like, sure, why the fuck not? Go for it. Live your bliss.
It did, it worked out.
Mm. Do we get his power back?
No, he gets they basically put him in a full service nursing home. Very, very nice nursing home, because he's really old.
Alright.
And, in exchange for him signing a contract where he signs over what remains of his divine power.
To who?
To the lawyers.
To the lawyers?
Yep. But there's a clause in the contract that if they hold it for more
Son
than,
of a
like, 5
bitch.
years, they die. So they keep
Ooh.
passing it, they keep selling it off to someone else. And the start of the book is someone gets killed, and who has hired. It's like this guy has hired Dirk Gently on retainer to protect him because he says he's about to be murdered by a green-eyed demon with a scythe. And Dirk Gently doesn't take him seriously until he gets murdered by a green-eyed demon with a scythe, and then realizes he needs to figure out what the fuck is going on.
Could ask that guy.
It's a good novel.
All I know about Dirk Gently is that guy who died in that boat accident made the TV version of it.
What?
I'm bringing it back around.
The guy who died in a boat? I thought it was the guy made... Oh, is this the previous TV version?
No, the modern one.
Oh, I thought it wasn't the guy who made the new one.
The one with Elijah Wood. Yeah,
I
he
thought
died
it was
in a boat accident.
a bad man knows he was a dirty man. What?
The boat turned into a crocodile.
Okay, sorry. Yes, he is a shitty dude. That's why I was like, that guy's dead. I wish he was dead.
See? Do you see the benefits of my system now?
I just... I was like, but wasn't it that guy? I was so confused.
No, he was on the boat, and then the boat became a crocodile, and then he was inside the crocodile.
I know
and he
people
died.
like the show. I have not watched it. I couldn't. Both because of the fact that I love Dirk Gently, the novels, and also because of that guy.
Rest in peace. Yeah, I can't watch that show. It's a bummer.
Why is it? God.
I hate having, like, the willpower to actually, what's the word? Boycott stuff.
Yes,
Like, I'm not gonna
PM. That is all true. That is all correct. The first book is amazing in terms of, like, every little detail in it is actually has an explanation and a relevance to the plot, at least as being like a consequence of something that happened. And there's no way to actually understand it without like reading it twice, at least.
Damn.
It's a really impressive because the book was like Douglas Adams was like, wow, chaos theory, interesting. And he basically turned it into a novel that is just completely Chekhov's gun, just everything.
Chekhov's novel.
I bought it from He ran off with someone else, so now the ring belongs to you. The owner of the shop called it the Ring of Eidolon's Edge. I think you'll like it.
The Ring of Ghost's Edge? What the fuck?
My Eidolon.
Okay, you can't just use, like, German words and not have them mean anything. That's got nothing to do with ghosts.
No.
I'm mad pissed. Ghost Edge gives you block and blade. Okay.
Through line between that concept and the infinite improbability engine is pretty obvious, yeah. I mean, it's a very, like, all of Douglas Adams' preoccupations are very visible in Dirk Gently in the first book. Especially. I'm really sad he died before,
Oh, is it a Greek word? I thought it was...
Eidolon is probably Greek, yes. I don't know what the specific definition gets used to mean so many different things. Let's look it up. An unsubstantial image or phantom. Okay. So yeah, I mean like a ghost.
Yeah. Image, idol, double, apparition, phantom, ghost.
I think of it as in Pathfinder, the summoner's robot buddy is called an Eidolon, and there's that video game called Eidolon, which is vaguely interesting, but that I didn't actually play to completion. Alright.
I don't think anyone did.
Yeah.
5% fascinating, interesting stuff, and then 90%
It's
empty.
a thing that I wish I could just read. It reminded me a lot of the original of Portal, the like 1980 something text adventure, which was then just published as a novel. Which is how I read it, rather than playing the game, because the game was just wandering around through things and then reading terminals. Okay, that's that. Okay, we can go back to Breville. We just have to make sure, or try to avoid crashing.
The thing is with Eidolon, the game,
Mm-hmm.
is that it had survival mechanics.
Yeah. Mm. Yes.
And it was just absolutely not good or built for that.
Yeah, it seemed very tedious to actually play.
Having your character in that game be an actual physical being is strange and unnecessary.
Final Fantasy IX. Yeah, I think it's popular in games to call things Eidolons, and it's pretty random from game to game what it actually is.
I just know it from Warframe.
Alright, so we're gonna head
That's
north.
not true.
I
know
we
it
had a
before
horse. Although our horse probably wouldn't be very fast. Yeah, I mean the actual game was collecting lore.
Yeah, it was. Yes, that is literally what it's. There's also like actual apparitions that lead you to the
yes.
lore.
Oh yeah, yeah. It is. I mean, like. Also, it has all those fucking.
Is the ghost of civilization.
It has all those fucking.
Wait. It won't be a steal in a couple of seconds. It'll just be a reclamation.
Dies. Nope, he didn't die.
Oh, son of a bitch. Well, maybe you could help him.
Help him die.
Yeah. And help yourself to his horse.
Because all the lore, or a bunch of the lore, has those, like... What are they? Like, they're not couplets. They're like quartets?
Yeah.
Like, that end with My Eidolon.
This is a lot of hand-drawn maps that you have to figure out where the fuck it's supposed to be.
We talked about that recently. We were talking about those. What was that on? I guess yesterday. How I hate them.
Yep. They're not great.
Give me a hand-drawn map in a game, I'm just gonna be like, nope. Fuck you. I'm not dealing with it.
Oh, wow, this hand-drawn map leads me straight to Game Facts.
Yeah, I know there were some people who enjoyed that game, who enjoyed the pacing of it.
What? Slow as fucking
yes,
molasses.
Slow as fucking
empty
molasses, yes. Yes. All those things. Okay, have fun.
It's the narrative exploration game for people who really like Korean MMOs. You know, now that I mentioned it, I find it really fascinating that MMOs from different countries actually have kind of a degree of unique culture to them.
Yeah, but I know I see the Korean ones are shit like that, which I have not played really.
That's the thing that they market is in part the grind, because that is seen as like the fun. And there are lots of, Japanese MMOs that are very specific and strange.
We're faster than these guys.
thanks to our hell joint.
Mm-hmm.
He was like half naked too, so
Yeah. It's just hot out down here in the jungle, swamp. So
hey,
he didn't want to wear a shirt.
It's the forest. It's
It's
a plain.
supposed to be a swamp here.
Show me where it's supposed to be a swamp. No, I mean show it to me. Don't just like circle it. Point to the swamp.
I'm not saying it's there. I'm just saying it's supposed to still be a swamp, unlike Cyrodiil, which is officially not a jungle anymore. Was there a Fable MMO SL?
Are you talking about that Secret World MMO? The pop-up is because Grant refuses to change mods. He doesn't refuse. He just forgets. Look, it just fucking immediately changed.
Yeah, well, it is the frame rate is struggling a little bit. So you failed to pickpocket a farmer in RuneScape. Oh god.
Oh, Jesus. RuneScape. That's a throwback. Except
Are
it
you?
fucking
I
isn't.
guess RuneScape has been around. It's still like people still play RuneScape. So
I know. It's weird.
I was like, SL,
And-
you're too young for RuneScape. Then I was like, no, that's not actually true. It's impossible to be too young for RuneScape. But
I don't know, kind of. People should be too young for RuneScape. I bet you could find a stream on this very website, twitch.com, of somebody playing RuneScape.
oh no, it's very popular. Yes, it has been in like the top games before. I've seen it.
I remember those fucking early YouTube videos of people scamming children in RuneScape by saying that they would like polish their armor and shit.
Oh,
I remember
boy.
that RuneScape, they added like substantial content that they promised like 12 years ago, recently. Maybe even longer than that.
Well, I said RuneScape was always here. Tim Berners-Lee built the internet around it. I mean, I always played RuneScape before it went commercial, which was really...
Okay, alright.
I remember when that happened, and when there was the paid version launched, and it had, like, fletching was a paid exclusive skill, which I was really pissed about, because I liked archery.
Yes, of course you liked archery, and you are the best socialist. RuneScape sold out.
I mean, I was just pissed because I was a kid who didn't have any money. That was all I was thinking.
Is that where it began? Is that where this long journey of ours started?
I just can't... Is it still running in that awful, like, Java client, like, browser client?
Yes. Yes.
Oh my god, it was so... And that, I just don't... Because the whole game was, like 90% just people standing around, like, ore, like, mining, and then smithing it into bars and selling them.
Hey, apparently there were also Fable NPCs.
That does sound kind of familiar. Once Ilsil said it, I was like, yeah, I think it did have some of that shit.
I played RuneScape once for 15 minutes when I was like 8.
That sounds about right.
Yep.
That's... Alright, we are... Well, the city... It's maybe there.
Legend has it.
How old
That
were
is
you in
garbage.
2005, SL?
I personally was 8.
Yeah, I guess well, God, shouldn't be
That's
playing
what I'm
online
doing.
video games.
Actually, it couldn't have been when I was
Really,
like,
PM? 9. God, yeah, don't play online video games when you're 9 years old.
I am the baby. Pinch my cheeks, I'm a baby.
Take this guy's ham and bread. He's not using them. No, Sophie's also a baby as well. Yeah. Oh, it was largely replaced by standalone C++ coded client in 2016. Okay, so it has been replaced. Finally, but it took them forever. It took them like 15 years.
It's in fucking C++. It's like, it's still not...
Yeah, I don't know what games are written in these days.
Not fucking C++.
Well, Unity's in C#, but like, what is Unreal in? It might still be in C++. It wouldn't really surprise me if they are major... Because, like, I think Source is in C++ still. Maybe.
Well, Source isn't good.
I'm just saying, like, I feel like
I fucking
games
hate
is
this
one of the
concept.
places where C++ still persists. The COBOL version is... my mom knows COBOL. And it was on her resume when she was looking for a job earlier this year.
That's something that's going to be interesting. There's never going to be like a specialization in knowing, C++ and other coding languages. When coding languages die, they're just going to die. Like, there's going to be little to no market for digital anthropology or archaeology of getting these old fucked up programs and making them work.
Even if there is, you don't really need to necessarily... Like, you're not going to be an expert in the old language because it's compiled anyway.
The old language! Ooh, I fucking like that term for coding. The old language.
Just wait until John... Is John Blow actually making a language? Because that seems like a thing John Blow would totally do. Is he obsessed with that?
And then finally, we will be spared his ramblings. He'll start talking in his own language and leave the rest of us alone.
I don't... Why do we need a new language from John Blow? I don't... Like... I guess I say this as someone who works with C# every day.
Coding in the Elder Tongue. This is just fucking tech priests.
It's fine.
This is just... We're getting into that tech priest shit. We need to sate the machine spirits by applying the proper codified
John
oils.
Blow has been working on a language specialized for game development since around 2014. What? How is it specialized for game development? What is even the deal? What are they gonna do? Alright, we gotta, like, try to not crash in this town. He wants a non-garbage collected language that isn't a clusterfuck. Why does he want a non-garbage collected language?
The most, like, intensive game he's made was The Fucking Witness. I don't understand why he feels like he needs to spearhead.
It does seem like a very John Blow thing. I mean, John Blow hates garbage collect. What? What? I mean, you have to have a garbage collector. Like, that's not a... You have to, like... I mean, you have to have... You have to be able to send out garbage. I guess you could say you don't have to automate it.
John Blow hates garbage, loves trash.
He doesn't really... Okay, so he doesn't want it automated. Okay, well, that's good. Look, I mean, just... You can write in C or something, like... Whatever.
John Blow communicating with digital god. That's Shin Megami Tensei. When can we live
Or
in the
Deus
Shin
Ex.
Megami Tensei? Deus Ex is also an option, but SMT is literal. You actually talk with actual digital, actual god.
You have returned.
What are all these things? Well, these are all regular things.
Braville perhaps presents little scope for an ambitious man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Ur-san's husband, Alaran, is missing.
Oh, okay.
See, I don't.
Good work. You are truly an asset to the guild. I will make sure the
I
Great
feel like
Prince
we've
himself
spoken to this
is
cat
aware.
lady before.
We have.
I am promoting you to Prowler.
She gave
Oh.
us the job to go get this ring,
Okay.
but it was in another city.
You are
I feel like we've
Gold
spoken
is
to
the blood of
this
the
Catwoman
Thieves Guild.
about
Keep
50 times before.
Oh, no, I think we've spoken to her once. We have to get to 1500. And we're at
Why
14.
do they all have the same face texture and the same voice actors?
Bethesda just, they're just a small indie studio.
The only thing that's different about them
Oh,
is
it's
their hair.
2000. Okay. We're at 1400. We're gonna get to 2000. So we do have to actually steal some more shit. Oh.
The Argonians and the Khajiit, fucking,
Yeah.
it's terrible. We're not racists. Bethesda's the racists.
Yeah, it's the game. It does not provide a lot of differentiation. This is true.
I want to know who I'm speaking to. I am infuriated that I have absolutely no way of doing that.
Alright, so we gotta steal some more shit. I wonder if she can act as a fence.
John Blow is
I don't think so.
absolutely the kind of person that thinks it might as well be me at least 3 times a day.
SL! God, that's amazing. John, his main rationale in deciding to take the product on himself was thinking that in about 100 years people won't still be using C++, and so a new one has to be made at some point, and so it might as well be him.
Daimon, you're talking about the cat people. Well, we're not operating on that level. The lizard people have tits, as we've previously talked about at great length.
Where's your goods?
These are not anatomically cats.
Ah, here's your goods.
Okay, I didn't know what the fuck you meant by goods. Now I do. I thought you were trying to find a merchant.
No.
You will be in about 3 minutes.
Oh, I don't need that.
Mage, where are your goods? PM, summarizing, I think, everyone's feelings on John Blow. I think that's one of the few times I've seen PM.
I don't
swear.
need. I don't know, because I don't think I need a low-level language that doesn't do my own garbage collecting for me. I'm fine with having a language do garbage collecting for me. But I guess I'm not an intense games programmer.
You don't really live the life.
I mean, that's true. I don't. I do not work overtime for no pay, or...
I don't work overtime for myself, like John Blow does.
Who can see me?
Or does he work for Sony now?
I assumed he was still by himself, but I have no idea.
He's probably contracted to some elder god.
Well, that might be true. I don't need that. Should use one of these repair hands. Oh.
The chat's turned against you, I think.
You don't speak, visionary. That you haven't even developed a piss bottle. These are true.
Don't make me time you two out. This is all a bit too hostile. The eternal solution to garbage, not creating any in the first place. John Blow truly is a fucking visionary.
Things will naturally go out of scope and get deconstructed. Was it?
That. Okay, what part of that isn't
I
just
guess.
automated?
I mean, it's like, oh, it's just forcing you to do good, like, programming design, I guess, but I mean, like, in a, like, theoretical good design when, like, you could just have an automated thing that takes care of it. But if you're, I don't know, if you're making a giant, super complex thing, maybe that's something that will actually matter and you should be
If you're
forced to do,
making
but...
shitty square puzzles.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's not anything John Blow's ever gonna make that's gonna be needed.
But it might as well be him.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I am a lot more, I think, in terms of game development stuff, the much more relevant stuff is, stuff that makes it easier for people who don't know coding or have the ability to learn that stuff. Like, Unity is way more relevant, or Game Maker or something, I think, to that
Or
stuff.
even better,
Twine.
more automation, so you need fewer people on hand to actually make. Like some kind of source code database that helps people.
Yeah. Just, yeah. Okay.
Which is sort of the point of that one website whose name I forget all the time.
I need to sell more to Ongar or Darji. Who the hell is Darji? I guess he's the other fence I now have access to. Oh, he's in fucking... Okay, he's in Leyawind, but we can just teleport.
I really hope that John Blow ends up as like he ends up as a sort of bizarro elitist version of oh shit, he was another John Carmack.
Oh. Mm-hmm.
He ends up as a bizarro elitist version of him.
Yeah, I can see that comparison. And yeah.
John Blow's gonna make programming his bitch.
Yeah, I mean, I know people, like, I've read people who are, like,
yeah.
work in language design and are building languages and stuff. They're just, like, but that's also, like... What the fuck, where... Oh, there...
Oh, that was John Romero? I always forget those people.
Oh, yeah, John Romero was going to make you his bitch.
Okay.
But Carmack is the... I think, well,
I guess both of them, really.
Yeah. I'm trying to remember what Carmack did versus what Romero did.
Why are so many...
I cannot remember, keep them straight. Like, in terms of their professional stuff. I remember their personalities.
Why are so many boring white people named John?
I mean...
Fuck you, the Catholic Church. You've made this difficult for me.
Yeah. Carmack was the little programmer, yeah, that's what I thought. Because Carmack's the one at...
well, I kind of
went
to...
Romero,
I was thinking about Carmack, I guess.
Carmack's the one who went to Oculus, right? And that whole shitstorm.
Oh, Christ. I suppose it is the most boring white person name. I just wish that there were slightly less.
Also because of, like, you know, there's a bunch of Johns that are important to Christianity, yes.
Can we, like, do a thing where everybody named, like, John or Michael gets, like, put in a like a roulette where they just get named, like, fun, more interesting names that aren't those?
Oh, I need to wait till... Okay, fine. We'll wait until the morning so he can come out of his damn room that's locked. Wait! I don't need to wait. They might get upset about this, I guess.
Oh, is John Romero part Native American?
I opened the wrong door. Wait, did he just
I was
leave?
not aware of this.
I think he might have just
Good to
left.
see you.
Oh, there he is!
For a fence?
I am. Yes.
Want to hear a Khajiit joke?
Sure.
Khajiit lick their butts. To get the taste of Khajiit cooking out of their mouths.
That's not really
a real
no.
slapper, that one, eh? I heard lots
Okay,
of
you can tell me the punchline now.
remember them.
Oh,
Wait, why can't he be, why is...
because he's not in his fucking store location.
Yes,
Oh my god.
shadow hide you.
Yes! Billy! That's exactly what I'm talking about. Maybe not Winchester, because that's also a very white name.
Shadow hide.
It's not that common, but...
No,
very
but
white.
it's like... Okay, no naming people after guns. Like Colt or Browning, none of that.
Uh-huh.
Bear Claw can stay, though. I think we need to invest fully
In the donut naming.
I mean, what kind of society do you want us to be when we go to the stars? Do you want, John fucking Fairchild to meet with aliens? Or do you want Calypso Thunder Raven to meet with aliens?
Why is this? Okay, you can be offended.
Well, your
shit.
grandfather was a boring white person.
I can't see his face.
Look, Grant. If you back out of this,
I can't back out of it.
then we do it.
I can't see
Do it.
his face.
Romance that sign. No, do not dare. You fucking do this. No. Very mad.
I just, the fact that it was literally right behind him.
We'll see.
I'm not sure I can tell even seeing his face.
It's good of you to. Oh, that's just talk. I like you're pathetic. Well, you're a big that works for me. Show
Thanks,
me
Cecil.
your stuff.
Oh my god. Yeah, we probably can't even get that much. Are you still there?
Oh, me?
Yeah.
I suppose I'm there, but a part of me died when you left the sign.
Sorry.
A part of me is still there, watching that wheel spin. And hearing a lizard man's muffled voice.
No deal.
Oh my god, this guy is he's a real hard negotiator.
How dare you speak to that?
That seems a fair price. Deal. I can sell. A fine transaction.
Do you really need to sell any more stolen shit?
Yeah, I gotta get to 2,000 for the
Oh,
next Thieves
God.
Guild quest. And we're at 15 or 1,700 now.
To the right customer.
Sure, I'll sell you some stolen apples.
Gotta get rid of that evidence.
Oh, I can sell you this.
Deal.
Gotta unload those hot apples.
Yeah, you never know.
I'll sell this to you, but you gotta promise me there's nowhere where it won't get back to me.
Well, just
It's not save scumming, it's just cowardice.
Okay, so we gotta go steal some more shit. Did I steal from? I don't think I stole from the Leowen Mages Guild.
Did we not just do that?
No, that was the Breville Mages Guild.
Okay, it blurs together.
It's okay.
You steal, you know, one building's worth of alchemical supplies, you've stolen 1,000.
Although we have... There's a lot of stuff we could try to break into with the skeleton key. Like, display cases and castles and shit.
Oh yeah, you haven't broken in here.
Nice. God.
With those settings turned down, it looks almost as good as
That she has you to thank for
that
freeing her of
fucking
those
medieval game.
racists.
What's it called? The one that had racists make it?
Oh, Kingdom Come?
Yeah.
This needs a key. Bull.
Good to see you. What's the latest?
I haven't seen
The
that.
dividing line is
Did that game not look good? I don't think I've ever even saw what it looked like.
It
Play.
was supposed to look good, but they put it on Unreal and then stretched that engine to its breaking point. So, if the fucking maps loaded in properly, it looked nice. If it didn't, it looked like...
Who's got some fucking skooma stashed? Can't report that stolen.
Heard any news lately?
Vanashti is a frightening one. I've heard she likes the skooma a bit much.
Not a chance.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm being discreet. This is a weird building. Just start hitting. Oh, hi. Bye. I'm gonna put on a fucking light. Did Sophie get disconnected? I didn't think so. Hello? Oh. She is. She's not online in Discord. I thought she was just being quiet. Well, hopefully she's able to come back. Oh, we did find the jackpot, though. I'm sorry, SL. Oh, she's back on Discord. Hopefully she's coming back. Oh.
Hello?
Hello.
Hi. My internet broke.
Yeah, I figured.
What were we talking about?
Oh my god. I don't remember. I'm stealing shit. Oh, Kingdom Come Deliverance, that's what we were talking about.
Right,
Because
yeah.
SL says, I had a recursive dream a few months ago where I kept streaming Kingdom Come and accidentally going over 2 hours and then panicking and then waking up within a dream only to have that happen again. As portrayed in my dream, it was a third-person action game where the combat was based on doing flips over enemies while hitting them from above in the jumps. It was stupidly fun and I hated that I enjoyed it, but I had to show it off.
Yeah, that game is bad. You could actually do that. Or did you actually do that? I missed a lot of the conversation. I shouldn't suppose that I understand.
Just said it was a dream, so no, I don't think that this happened. Oh, human skin!
Cool.
You know,
Give
just... Alright,
Give
maybe...
that to the president.
What?
Didn't the Dalai Lama do that?
Oh, yeah, that's true. He did. I don't remember which president.
One of the bad ones. That should narrow it down.
What?
See how I managed to avoid being political while also...
Oh, we've gone over.
While also being honest. Well, mostly honest.
After waiting for real, I immediately searched my Steam library to ensure I didn't have the game. I'd have a second of panic when I saw Kingdom Classic and I hadn't finished reading. Oh, Sal, I'm sorry.
My favorite thing about Kingdom Come Deliverance is that the reviews for its newest DLC are really bad. And I think everyone's figured out that it was essentially a scam. It was just a lot of people saying, look how realistic this game is, and it's just kind of like a middlingly sized open world with terrible combat and even worse writing. I mean, it will never go on those, like, undelivered Kickstarter promise lists, but it definitely falls within that category.
I mean, the game was mostly sold on the promise of, I think, sticking it to...
No black people?
Yeah, to the SJWs, so...
Yeah, well, they got what they wanted. complete lack of quality upsets us more than anything else. Enjoy playing your garbage.
Oh, thank you for the follow, Turgid Bulk.
I always feel nervous when people follow right after we fucking
Well,
start talking about shit.
Turgid Bulk has been commenting and stuff, and
I'm sure they're okay.
Yeah, I think that's
just having lived through Gamergate. Follows do not mean friends. I've had the strange fortune of never having heard somebody say cultural Marxism to me in real life.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. I've never been in that conversation.
Yeah, I don't think I've been in it, like, out loud.
Yeah, I'm...
Yeah.
Okay, that might change my answer, actually. I've definitely been in that conversation a couple of times. I've never... Yeah, the out loud bit is what I am celebrating and also lamenting at the same time.
Sophie, I think you might have heard the story. I don't know if anyone else has heard the story about how many years ago I got into a conversation in the comments to a blog about RPG design, like tabletop RPG design. It was about, specifically we ended up talking about the tabletop game Adventure Conqueror King, which is like basically it's part of the OSR, which is like a sort of reboot of original D&D, but Adventure Conquer King is specifically about trying to apply a like full economic world simulation on top of it. Except the simulation is libertarian fantasy world. And one of the leads on Adventure Conquer King is a guy named Alex Macris, otherwise known as the co-founder of The Escapist, and the guy who later introduced the term cultural Marxism to gamergaters.
Oh, wait. Did I desync again?
And so yes, I got into an argument in the comments with him about the nature of his economic simulation. No. Many years before, Gamergate was a thing, but that was yeah, I was like, I didn't know the same person did those two things. Yes. Oh no, Sophie. What is going on? You were still on mic. Whoops. Seems bad.
Hello?
Hello.
We were talking about that motherfucker.
Yeah.
Okay. What did I miss?
I just said, I got into an argument with that guy in the comment section of a blog about his RPG many years before Gamergate. I
kind of remember this.
Yeah. And that was kind of, because I was like, oh, it's just, it's like a shitty libertarian guy. And then later on, it was like, oh, he is a shitty libertarian guy, but more of a relevant. Yeah, yes, there's like a forum post where he specifically is like, guys, this isn't just about ethics in game journalism. It's cultural Marxism.
Nice.
This is like a, and he linked to, some like fucking anti-Semitic, like,
Anders Breivik's
conspiracy,
manifesto.
yeah, like tract about, whatever shit, like, it was, it's shitty libertarian guys all the way down, I mean.
Yes. That's a pretty good tagline for the internet.
Oh, it's true.
Okay, you don't need to answer me if it repulses you intensely. Could we play a game of that shitty libertarian?
Adventure Conqueror King?
Yeah.
I mean...
Did it ever come out?
Oh yeah, I have the fucking book.
Oh, you have it?
I'm pretty sure I have the, like, actual book. Because I didn't know before it came out. It was like on Kickstarter. It was like, oh, here's it's like an economic simulation, like, applied on top of this. And I didn't know what it was gonna be, but I thought it sounded cool. Maybe I just have the PDFs. I don't see the book.
I would love to do a pickup game of that.
I mean, like, a lot of it, if you're playing at low level, is just like playing like OD&D. So also, it's like fucking. Well, technically, it's not races class, but you are restricted by which classes you take based on your race and shit. Like,
okay, never mind.
It has, that like.
I turned around real quick.
Nope,
it's fuck that.
It's a. Yeah, that shit. I don't know why that's. Well, I mean, now I have a better idea of why that's in there, but I was very confused as to why they kept that originally.
They're just naturally better at something.
There we go.
For example, that's why I don't hire those people to be escapists.
Oh shit, that was actually not good, but that's fine, I guess.
It had invisibility.
And damage health.
Yeah.
Do we have any other?
Sometimes you gotta drink a bit of potion.
We do.
Poison, sorry.
That's fine.
The economics was shitty because it was written by a libertarian. I don't think there needs to be much...
in sense of form, mercenary bands are beyond... No, it had an actual, like, layer of... So, the idea was it had 3 tiers, where the first tier was Adventurer, which is D&D. Second tier was Conqueror, where you become you are ruling a castle with a domain, and are collecting taxes and stuff, and managing, building infrastructure. And the second level, and the third level was Kingdom, where you are managing a whole bunch of, like, vassals, like Crusader Kings. And so it has a simulation of, like, markets and move. Yeah, it is very Mountain Blade, actually.
It is Mountain Blade with pen and paper.
Yeah. Where there are goods being produced and moved around and stuff, but it's all based on, like, this free market, like, all prices are always known everywhere, and, like, everything is, like, the supply and demand, and...
Yield the stock market?
Oh, yeah, so that's how the shittiness manifest... It was, like... Because I remember the conversation we had was about the, like, how everything was like a digital economy where everything had a fixed universal price, and it was all exchangeable for everything else. Like, there was, like, all rules about when you go to a town, like, what is available in the market, but the way that prices and maybe some price fluctuation stuff, but it was universal currency was one thing that I remember having a conversation about. Was like, that's not how, like, why you can't just, like, have, like, gold pieces that you just hand off everywhere that's not how any of this economics worked. There's no debt economy.
Doubloon which is a doubloon.
Yeah.
Unless you're in a fucking country that doesn't have money.
Well, even if you're in, like, the vast majority of people in, like, the Middle Ages, well, obviously that's problematic when you started applying magic to it, but they weren't really interested in that. Like, they didn't deal with hard currency very often, because they just, like, you just pay on basically credit, because they know who you are, you live there, you're not going anywhere, everybody knows each other, and you just tally it up and make sure every once in a while, make sure everybody's, like, nobody's too overbalanced, and they basically know if you're kind of abusing
either that shit is already his, and you're just supposed to give it to them, or, you'll work it out later. That's the economics of the Middle Ages. Or I guess, like, pre-banking Renaissance
Right.
Middle Ages.
Can you hurt wizards to channel their energy into cryptocurrency? No,
See, that's the
I don't
thing.
think so. It does have, like, one of the things is that one of the kind of cool things about the game was that each class had their own version of a castle or stronghold, and they each did different things. And so one of the things was, like, wizards built wizards towers where they did magical experiments that just made random monsters, which is how monsters would get out, because you're just a guy who's, like, you're doing experiments, and that just involves creating monsters to do research. And, if those monsters get out and escape into the forest...
I mean, you can do that in every pen and paper.
Yeah, it was just, this was, like, very systemized, that this is what wizards do.
Yeah, I'm just saying, all it requires is a willing DM.
Yes.
Okay, what if I put a duck and a bear together? I've got to have something in my moat.
And of course, thieves ran thieves guilds, and yeah, I don't really remember. All the races had their own versions of strongholds, so that was, yeah. I want damage health. There we go.
While I also wish that Terry Pratchett had survived, period, I'm not sure if he would have even bothered with Bitcoin.
At some point, we will be done alchemy.
Yeah, that's very troubling that somebody wrote their own fantasy universe where the past was more like what they wanted. Where every nation is an ethno-state and currency is immortal.
Oh god, we're still over.
What do you think the Middle Ages version of libertarian was, aside from dead? Like the people who worship the god of the marketplace, like people like that.
I guess.
Devotees of the god of trade and roads and stuff.
There's just not really any comparison, because there's not, commerce, and the idea of, like, commerce being a value unto itself doesn't really exist. Okay. Oh, I didn't use my fried eggs. I didn't. Good.
He would have done, getting back to the Terry Pratchett thing. I think he would have done it in one of the what are they called, where you put like a star and a number next to a sentence, and then it's at the bottom of the page?
Footnote?
Yeah, it would have been like a footnote thing about how wizards try to make virtualized currency or something. They tried to place currency in a different realm, and then the realm ran out of space or something. Are people who are really into Bitcoin, is that a death cult?
Why do you never use the painted troll fat? I don't know. So I mean, you can't get any more of it. So I don't know if it matters though.
I would like to restate my thing of are Bitcoin fanatics a death cult?
Knowingly, most of them probably not. Are they, in the sense of, it's a Ponzi scheme that whose leaders are a death cult, yes.
Okay, that's good enough for me.
And probably actually like U.S. government.
Yeah.
I just feel like, given that like Tor, for example, Tor was a U.S. government project, which was built to cover for spies, and then was specifically given to the public because even if they couldn't decrypt Tor traffic, if the only people using it were U.S. spies, it would be really obvious who the U.S. spies were. And so cryptocurrency being useful for basically for deniable payments feels very in the same vein. And feels like a thing, and given the whole like we don't know who made it, that feels also like a
Yeah.
I might. Oh, I have 2 of these.
John McAfee is peak white boring person name. Going back to the previous conversation.
Yes, that's what the
that's
death
what I
cult
meant,
aspect
Billy.
is. Yeah. It's just like that. Yeah, that comparison recently was like it's burning like hundreds of gallons of gasoline. Like,
I love all those like secret bunkers in like Norway and shit that are just filled with servers. Well, we have the CIA to blame for like literally everything that happens because they fucked with everything.
Heard any news lately?
yes. Oh, it's so good. I don't have to lockpick anymore.
Wait. Look at that window again. Is that just a door texture?
Yeah, it's it's got like a thingy,
Flat, unmodeled panels?
uh-huh.
That's fucking disgusting. Okay.
Like I said, I think it would make a lot of sense if it was.
Yeah,
I don't know of any like specific evidence.
I knew that Tor was a US.
Yeah. Tor was the US Navy.
It wouldn't surprise me at all if Bitcoin was also just. It's like the CIA have spent, I don't know, the last 50 years getting really good at working with grey and dark money.
Right.
Having literal, like, anti-money, invisible money is perfect. I mean, is that not the assumption that everyone's working with? Shit like Bitcoin doesn't just turn up.
Right.
Like, we don't know who made it. We should. When was the last time you hadn't heard about Mark Zuckerberg for a week? Like, if there was somebody who they could say, this is the dude that made Bitcoin, they would be doing that. So as to fucking publicize and extract wealth from...
Facebook, also probably the US government.
Probably. I thought it was.
Yeah, there's a thing somebody dug up about a DoD project to, like, track everyone.
And then a month later?
Yes, it was literally defunded and shut down, like, a month before Facebook was incorporated.
I think we talked about this
yeah,
in
we
one
might
of
have
your
talked
Monster
about
Hunter
it.
streams.
Yeah, so it was like... Because it was like, well, we can't...
DoD cancelled that project,
Yeah.
and then a couple of months later invested in Facebook. Do you get...
Oh, well, no, we're fine.
You can't. I see. Show me your stuff.
Do you find it weird also that we live in what is essentially the most inept, boring Tom Clancy novel?
A good price.
Oh, actually, how do I have two alembics? One of which that are not two alembics that are not stolen. I'm just gonna give it
I
to
imagine
him.
there's probably one that just wasn't properly
I
tagged.
guess, yeah. All these eggs and some fried eggs. I don't know how you stick fried eggs in a cupboard.
Carefully. Tupperware?
I don't think they have that.
It's the Mages Guild. They have Tupperware made of, like, crystal. Is that, like, the most fucking bourgeois thing? Is, Fabergé Tupperware?
That's a good deal.
Is that, like, what the Illuminati's kids are going to school with?
Oh, God. Okay, we got up to 2000. Oh, God.
Oh my god, can I meet that friend?
Oh, my God. Which novel was it?
Does it matter?
Yes, it does matter.
Okay, here's the thing though, Grant. I can tell you what happens. The president's in danger.
I've read most of them as a kid, so I know.
I would love to be part of that story myself.
Let's see. So now we can go see Scriva.
I really need to hear that.
Who is... She's
Desperately.
in Brazil.
Can you imagine the psychological war, like, value in broadcasting Tom Clancy books to people? Can you imagine if every American Humvee had, like, a tape recorder and a loudhailer saying Tom Clancy novels?
Probably the first.
This is
on Red October. When did Clancy die? A number of years ago.
at the first time that a child smiled, that a star was
Not
born.
soon enough. Also true. Did she not get out of her goddamn house? She didn't get out of her goddamn house.
2013. Apparently that was a very good year. I love that they still put his name on shit.
Oh yeah, I mean, it's the branding. The first 5 minutes was before we're talking about how awesome Tom Clancy was. God.
Oh my god!
Small problem that you may be able to help with.
Ah,
The guild
fucking...
will give you a reward.
I've never felt so passionately about a really dumb gag.
Invaded the Imperial City waterfront.
That's so good.
Imperial Watch Guard
It's so fucking
all over
good.
The city prowl the streets.
Didn't
That's
this
the
already
thing,
happen?
Billy. That's the thing, Billy, is there isn't. They've been making up Tom Clancy scenarios to turn into video games for a long fucking time.
The poor of the waterfront are kindred.
I think the last one that was actually based on one of his books was End War, right?
Soon get hungry.
Maybe, yeah. I was like, I don't even know which ones are based on books other than the original Rainbow Six.
She is coordinating.
But yeah, End War might have been. And technically, the original Rainbow Six was written at the same time as the game was being developed. It was, so.
Tom
But,
Clancy's
like
video
Splinter
game
Cell
player.
and Ghost Recon and all that weren't. They were just.
Are they
shit.
based on places from the books?
What?
SL
Oh, the
just said
siege
that
maps are
Rainbow
based
Six
on
was.
places in the books. Oh, I have no idea. I mean, there's only one Rainbow Six book, so there's not a. And those maps, I assume, were in the original game. Although I guess they could just keep doing them. But I don't know. I guess they could take from other Tom Clancy. I don't even know what there would be that is like amusement park. Okay, yeah, the amusement park is in Rainbow Six. Yes, in the novel. I mean, I do remember the amusement park.
No, there are like no Tom Clancy series. It's just each is a
Well, they're
fucking crazy rambling.
no. There's most of them are all part of the same series, kind of. Most of them are about Jack Ryan, the guy Harrison Ford played. Rainbow Six technically takes place in the same world, but is about a different guy.
I thought it was all stories where Jack Ryan is the protagonist in different. That all happens in the same universe.
Oh yes, Jack Ryan becomes president.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Jack Ryan goes from minor CIA analyst to president, and also
is Saints Row a fucking Tom Clancy novel?
No, do you? Okay, so for anyone, you need to know how Jack Ryan becomes president? Because what happens is...
Does he kill an alien?
No, there's no aliens. What happens is, in this novel written in, 1998 or something, I don't remember when Dead of Honor came out, there's a minor war... No, I don't even think it's a war. I don't remember what happens. There's some kind of diplomatic incident with Japan, and at the end of the book, so Jack Ryan is being appointed vice president for some reason. I don't actually remember why. There's a vacancy. The previous vice president, I think, gets in a scandal, and he's forced to resign. So Jack Ryan is being appointed. And this is after he's been director of the CIA or something. So he's getting appointed vice president. So everyone is at the Capitol building for his ceremony, which is the president is there, the Supreme Court is there, and Congress is there. And then he gets sworn in, and he goes down into a tunnel underneath the Capitol to walk over to some offices. And a disgruntled Japanese airline pilot flies an airliner into the Capitol building and kills everyone in the government except for him. So he becomes president and has to appoint a new Supreme Court, a new cabinet, and also have elections for the entirely new Congress, which lets Tom Clancy just be, this is my ideal politics.
Was that book? When was that book written?
Yeah, 1998, I think, ish. I don't remember.
Okay.
Before 2001.
At least it wasn't.
Yes, it was. Yes. The guy who is Rainbow Six, who is the worst person. He is way worse than he manages to be way worse than Jack Ryan, and they're making a movie. Apparently, they announced recently out of his backstory, which is terrifying. Oh, the game crashed. Wow, properly crashed.
Out of whose backstory? The Rainbow Six guy, or
yeah. So, his name is John Clark, who is the Rainbow. No, because the anti-terrorist team is called Rainbow, and the designation for the leader of the commander of a unit is their 6, so he's the Rainbow Six. Anyway, his backstory is he was a Vietnam vet who comes back from... He's like a fucking, Navy SEAL or some shit. He's basically Rambo. He comes back from Vietnam. He's all depressed. He falls in love with a sex worker. The sex worker is kidnapped and eventually murdered by some drug dealers.
This is 24.
And
24.
He hunts them down and brutally and very descriptively tortures them.
24.
And basically he's just a serial killer, and then eventually he gets arrested
24.
because they figure out what the oh, okay, there we go.
Wait, so this is the protagonist of a Tom Clancy book?
Yes, he's at the end of the novel. He is arrested for being a fucking serial killer, and then the CIA shows up and offers to bail him out and give him a job and give him a new name and become an assassin for the CIA, and that's how he becomes John Clark, and the guy who shows up in Tom Clancy novels and eventually becomes the head of Rainbow.
Jesus Christ.
There's no way they use the term sex worker in the book. You are correct, Billy. I mean, I haven't read it since I was a kid, but I am 100% sure you're correct.
I had assumed that sex worker was a...
Did we... Oh, we didn't... Okay, I guess we didn't...
What is wrong with your fucking culture? What happened in that country over there?
The Atlantic slave trade?
Was that it? Was that all it took?
I mean, I think a big part of American culture is the fact that unlike the UK's relationship with colonized populations was at a distance, Americans' colonized population was literally in it and was constant.
Yeah.
There's a culture of constant, enforcement against.
But how does that explain Tom Clancy?
Well, that's just how you get the most blatantly fascist culture for hundreds of years. Eventually Tom Clancy, I guess. That's why the fuck is she in Weebum Na's house?
Is she not?
Wait, am I in the right? I'm not even in the right fucking town because when the load happened. Okay.
Shit.
Yeah, I mean, I think people ask about violence in the U.S. and all these things. It's well, when you're existing in a, the police,
somebody else
literally have constant, visible, state-sanctioned murder against an oppressed class that we are living alongside. Yeah. Plus, obviously, all the imperialist violence, but overseas. But. Oh yeah, so we gotta wait again.
Just sometimes, I mean, I know all of that. It's just sometimes
I know, yeah.
It beggars belief that Tom fucking Clancy is. This all feels like a monkeys and typewriters thing. It's like we're 3/5 of the way to whatever dark gods run this universe, just recreating the works of Shakespeare, but in reality.
I had a history teacher when I was a kid who would recommend me books to read and stuff, and so he knew I was reading the Tom Clancy books, which I liked because he was a conservative history teacher person. But when he found out I was reading that book, the one about basically the guy being a serial killer, he was like, "No, that book is bad. You should not be reading it. That book is trash." It's horrible. It was highly offensive even to this, concern, because it was well, it's not a soldier or a spy doing shit. It's just this is just a guy who's just torturing and murdering people for his own
I mean, American culture is pop satire.
Shadow hide the hunter.
Am I right there? I feel like that's been kind of the direction since Bill Clinton. Is that you are what everybody jokes that you are.
Scriba tells me, yeah, kind of. I mean, they go back and forth, right? Because then they had, to an extent, Clinton and then Bush, and then they deployed Obama as the respectable American, and all Europeans went, "Oh, thank God, here's a guy we can respect," as he murders all the poor people. He's very erudite, gives good speeches about it. I just saw the headline as hell. I'm not opening it, but I can read the URL.
You sick fucks, you think I'd break that easy?
So what am I supposed to do?
Oh my god. Can we have a fucking show about him and not about Jack Ryan?
I mean, they would just that just becomes Homeland. Homeland.
Oh god, that fucking show.
Yeah, that show was bad. I mean, it can never happen, but it could have never happened.
Muslim.
Yeah, but I really wish the end of the first season was him blowing up the president and everyone else.
I stopped watching there personally because I was like, he's not going to do it, but that's a better ending.
Yeah, that would have been. Yeah, it's that show can never be made where that happened, but God, it would have been good. Okay, who am I? Why am I? Oh, it's right. I was why do I forget when I get a Thieves Guild quest and it gives me all these markers? I'm like, who the fuck? Why am I giving all these markers? It's because it's giving markers to beggars.
I fucking love how that show handled his conversion.
It was because a drone blew up a kid and he was sad about it.
Yeah. And also that was the only time he was allowed out of prison was to pray.
Yeah.
And then they're like, how could you Possibly. What a traitor you are.
Really? That does not really
Are
surprise
you
me.
fucking kidding me?
She's hiding in Denari Amnes's house in the Talus Plaza district. She's one of the few that escaped when Lex invaded the waterfront.
Yeah. Obama was a fucking piece of shit, but he was a piece of shit that was an operator for this dimension's FBI and CIA, sorry. And not, you know, fucking wherever the fuck Barney the dinosaur is from. It feels like Trump came a bit early. I feel like they needed another couple presidents before they deployed this weird orange.
Oh my god, did they really not...
Is it not too much of a contrast? From like, this is what a president should look like.
Well, that's they because they've used it to... Oh, there it is. Used it to...
I suppose, yeah, they've actually used that.
Yeah, that's the whole... Because they've turned it into the opposition into warmongering against Russia. Like, that's how they've used it, is... the Russians hacked American democracy, so
The
resistance...
So they're gonna... Do you think they're gonna declare war on Russia after they get a Democrat in?
I don't think they're gonna actually declare war on Russia.
Or they'll just
I
amp
hope.
up military intervention. And
Yeah, it's like they're just gonna keep pressuring Russia and try to...
re-break its broken back.
Yeah.
Splinter the very Urals on their knee.
These are foul times.
Oh, she said it's good to see us? She hates us. Really is a bad time.
Our business in the waterfront
Yeah, more proxy wars. I mean, they're already, obviously,
we need to get
ongoing proxy wars.
Fucking everywhere.
Yeah. But yeah, I think just more... What's your plan?
You and 4 other operatives will stage high-profile thefts all at the same time.
Okay.
Hopefully that will force Lex to reassign the Watchmen. Your target is the Arcane University. We've had our...
I mean, isn't America perpetually doing proxy wars in Southern America? Is that not what the FARC thing is all about?
This is the perfect time. Will you help us?
Most recently, of course, Brazil. God, I almost said Brazil.
I knew the Grey Fox could count
They're
on
crossing
you.
over.
The staff is in the Archmage's room.
You've got to shut the gates of Oblivion.
Take this note. Leave it in his nightstand. Bring me the staff when you get it.
Yeah, like Colombia, Mexico. Don't even fucking joke, PM. I know it's that turtle having sex with the shoe. I know, okay, it was. I got it.
I don't know what that is, but okay.
It's a video of this turtle mounting a shoe that is coloured like a turtle and trying to penetrate it. I fucking knew that was exactly what you were linking.
Well, I mean, Mitch McConnell does look like a turtle, so that's, yeah.
I suppose that's true.
So that makes sense, I guess. Mounting a croc. Oh, that's different.
Like,
What have you been up to? I ran into some goblins in the woods not...
What's the colour for, like, turtle shell?
Brown?
It is a very good joke. It's fair. I think he just looks like a conservative.
I've heard that the great houses of...
Have you noticed how a lot of conservatives look the same?
They just look like old white men.
Yeah, but I mean, they look like a very specific kind of old white men. They've always got little, like, the longer
Beam
neck.
of oppression.
There are very few, like...
Whoa.
Yeah, they're 98% white, but there's a specific kind of white that, I don't know, It's the I'm not sure how to describe it. They're lanky. It's the Benedict Cumberbatch version of white. Where they're like so white they look like they've gone wrong a little bit.
Let's try waiting until nighttime.
So white that they don't really look like people anymore. They just look like targets. I shouldn't say shit like that on your stream. I'll save that for my own. That would actually be a funny thing to do, because, oh, no, I don't mean because they're lizard people. I mean...
Why is he in his office?
They are cold-blooded
Fucking
and...
1 a.m.
And have no souls.
Go to bed.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm talking about, Billy. Yeah, I guess that's it. Do you want to know how you can get that really easy? Just become the Archmage.
Well, yes, but that's not really... I guess that's easy. It's not very simple. It'd take a while.
The Spirit Gout.
Had an unpleasant visit recently from someone who had a grudge against Tiki.
Cosmic Gout.
God, go to fucking bed. Thanks for the follow, Miss Lady.
I think you should leave.
See,
Alright.
it just puts me on edge.
Well, he hasn't gone to bed, but he is not facing me. Wait, what? Is that not the... Oh, that's not the nightstand. Okay, he didn't see me while he went to bed. What, I need a fucking key?
It's probably on him.
I realize. No. Might as well get these on
In
here.
the country is not far enough. He'd better press that like 124 times. And then keep it handy. Freedom!
Pickpocket! Pickpocket! Guard your purses!
You won't have the key.
Oh.
If he catches you stealing the thing, you lose it.
That's... I just thought he felt it as I took it.
No, that would make sense.
Keep your fingers to yourself, thief.
God darn it. I'm just gonna have to keep trying this.
Pickpocket!
The UN finally becomes useful for something. A
How do
mass
I-
suicide pact.
Why can I not just, like... Why can't I just fucking drop it? Like,
You
put
know
it
what would be
right
fucking
there.
amazing? Is if we're talking about PM Watcher Stream who said that if he had a button that killed every politician, he would press it. And now we're talking about how to use that same button that kills the entire political class and sending it around the world. How great would it be if they used that in the UN and at some point somebody pressed a button and somebody else in the UN died?
Wait, what?
What if it kills all the politicians from a country? Like, the president of the US presses it, and like 50 fucking puppet dictators croak. Because they're politicians from the US. I'm making a joke.
Okay, I gotcha. The Archmage is crazy ticklish. Yeah, he has really good, like, perception or something. I don't even know what the hell That's not an attribute in this. I don't even know what is opposed. I don't know how pickpocketing works in this game.
Nope. No idea either.
It's part of
There's the skill.
sneak. It is sneak.
No, it's a part of pickpocket, is it not?
No, there's no pickpocket skill.
Are you sure?
Yeah, because this says pickpockets.
Oh. I'm thinking too much about that murder button. Nice. As he scratched his belly.
Okay, we're good.
I think you should leave.
Yeah,
Alright.
I agree.
Oh, you caught me.
I just got lost. I'm going back to here, I guess. Next Thieves Guild quest is probably gonna be like 5,000 or some shit. All right.
I'm glad you're here. You have...
Yes.
Excellent. Yours is the last item on the list. Now we just wait for the powers that be to pull the plug on Hieronymus Lex's siege. Good question. I want you to spy on Hieronymus
God.
Lex.
He knows our
Stay
face.
close enough to overhear any
Yeah, we turned into someone to him before.
Yeah.
Sooner or later, they
We're
will
literally
order you
like
to
one of
return the
3
gods to their
people who
original
can't
places.
do that mission.
When that happens, come and
Aren't you gonna murder Hieronymus Lex on for the Dark Brotherhood?
That's a different guy.
Oh,
I think.
he's another captain, I guess, with the same armor.
Hmm.
What? Where is he?
It's the captain of Cheydinhall, not of the Imperial
Oh.
City.
Is that that's the one where you get like the special arrow, right?
Maybe? I forget what exactly is the
Watch
deal with that.
Lex. Okay, so it's supposed to be at the waterfront, but he's not like. I don't have a thing for it. Well, I don't know where the fuck he is. I don't think I have a map marker. No, I don't. Great. Stop doing that. Oh, there he is.
This doesn't look like a very orderly search.
Well, I can't move. Oh. Cutscene. What?
What?
The mages send a foul Daedra to deliver a simple note when an honest footman. How typical. All right, man.
That's a weird quest to do later on in the main story.
That's hilarious.
Why would they not, like, do a scamp with a letter?
Because it's more intimidating to do a Sended Remora. Your vendetta against Grey Fox cost the Arcane University dearly. You commandeered the guards patrolling our property. In their absence, someone stole a valuable artifact. We demand that you return all guards to their posts immediately. If you do not do this, we will force to bring the matter to the attention of your superior.
We're off duty now. It's about time.
Wait, have they just been doing that forever? He's off duty?
Yeah, he's supposed to be reassigning them back to the university, but instead he just said, fuck. Go home.
You're fired. Well, there weren't any less guards.
I
I
did
think the
not
mages.
notice. But it
I think
wouldn't
the
surprise
mages
me if
have
they
that
didn't actually
guard.
remove them. They have guards like outside at the front of the university before you go in the building.
Yeah,
There
but
are
aren't
not
those
any.
unique? They're like Imperial battle mages. They've
Yeah,
got the
yeah.
hood.
I don't know if they're still there. I don't think he got fired. I think he said you can go home. Like,
Well,
I'm glad you're here. He's been
You're off
ordered to
duty, and he
evacuate
said
the
it's about
waterfront?
time.
Excellent. I have one last task for you. As a sign of good faith,
oh my
the
god, of
Thieves
course they
Guild
do.
needs to However, the wizards are not to be trusted. I'm sure they are watching for us to put it back where you got it.
No, I'm gonna
They would
keep
have
it.
no qualms about killing you once they had the ice staff back. Instead, I want you to put Rormir's ice staff onto. Greedy bastard, aren't you? I like that
Well,
about
no, I
you.
just had no other
You'll
options.
have
Yeah.
to be Scriva about that. I'm just running the scan.
Greedy bastard, aren't you? Told
I will
Howard.
hide you.
Hi, Dio. You gonna stick your butt in my face? Alright.
Yeah. It's very good when you do this as the Archmage.
Yeah. It's
Because
pretty
nothing
funny.
changes.
Yeah. That's the way with all of these quests. Every quest line in this game does not interact with any other quest line.
No, why would it?
Stop doing
Why
this.
would that be important? Why would anyone write extra dialogue or do different quests?
The prey approaches.
It's a weird fucking thing to say in a city.
That's what they always say to me.
Is it because you've got Helljoint?
I don't know. I'm supposed to go to the private quarters, which are probably not the basement. I hope he's not here.
I'll just kill him.
That will get us thrown out of the guild.
You could start your own guild.
I don't think this game...
Yeah, but the reason I'm doing that is because that's the only interaction between things, and it's completely lackluster.
God, I think a mage would have some good shit to steal. Doesn't even have his own alchemy set.
Just because I... No, go on.
What a shitty mage.
I'm glad I let you say that.
It's a shitty wizard. Connection successful! Alright, can I... Hello? Hello? Nope. Why does this not work? Okay. But... No, I can't hear you if you... Oh yeah, I have no connection. Why do I have no connection? To Discord. New call. Okay, how do I... Okay, there we go. Start.
Hello, yes.
Hello. There we go. Alright, yeah, my internet died briefly. Don't know why.
That's alright.
I did some alchemy while I was waiting. I figured that would not be,
Oh no, I think I can forgive missing out on that content. Why don't you want to do the apple and egg?
The eggs are worth money, actually. And they're
Okay.
stolen. So they are contributing to my,
Fair enough.
Okay, let's get, like... Let's just... Hey, good. Alright, hopefully, I wonder if that's split on Twitch. I hope it didn't. It's annoying when it does that, but especially right at the end of the stream. What?
Oh, we're wrapping up?
We're at 3 hours, so I'm gonna finish this quest, I think. Oh wait, where do I have to go? Don't I have to go talk to her? Oh, I had to go to Scriva. Oh, okay. Thought she'd want to know that I put it back, but guess not. Okay. Well, this is her house, which she doesn't like me going into. So we gotta wait. Alright. We actually don't have to do this that much more.
Soon we'll be free.
We're at level 23, I looked earlier. We gotta get to 25. Fuck off.
Yeah.
Helljoin is amazing.
Yeah, you do. Yeah. That's why I'm running back and forth so quickly.
Oh no.
Oh. I was wrong. I suppose I wasn't that kind to Oblivion.
Well, we had a crash earlier, but it's been pretty good.
Oh, well, I more mean, my hypothesis of if I was kind to Oblivion, then it would be kind to me and not torture me. Just I haven't been that kind, so... I tried. I was more kind. It was kinda... No, it wasn't. That's a lie.
Maybe. I mean, you know, like in terms of percentage of time spent shit-talking Oblivion, it's probably down.
I suppose.
Okay. Just gonna stand here.
I kind of feel nervous shit-talking the US government in a recorded setting. Don't know how I feel about that. I mean, we're both probably on some list already, but...
I'm quite certain that I am, for a bunch of reasons.
You haven't been, like, ordering nitrate or something?
No.
Just, like, Das Kapital?
Alright. Oh,
And I, for having spoken to you once in a polite tone, am probably also on the list.
3 hops?
Is that how far it goes?
That was the original, like, they were like, oh, it's okay, we're not surveilling everyone, we're just, like, we have to identify targets, and then we can go up to 3 hops of any connection from them, which is pointed out, like, included, like, 80% of the country. I think it was 3 hops, so it would be, I guess, like, depending on how you count. Yeah.
I'm fine being killed by...
Oh, shit. I went too far, actually. I was reading that as AM, and it was PM. Shit.
I'm fine being killed by a reactionary fascist secret government agency. I would just prefer to do it on my feet instead of in my sleep. Like I think happens if you shit-talk them on Twitch. I prefer the,
Will you stand on your feet or die as a dog?
Yeah, I prefer the
Says
Spanish
Mickey Mouse.
Revolution.
that was her.
What can a
I prefer the Spanish Revolution way of doing it as opposed to the pillow.
The waterfront? Well done. Methrael's report tells
Got the
me
mod,
you've
buddy.
done well.
Is that the mod tools, I
You
assume?
earned your reward. I am promoting you to cat burglar, which means you can use Luciana Galena.
Oh,
to prevent
great.
this offense.
I'm
Congratulations,
not sure how I feel about them giving that title to you.
You must do more to seek.
Okay, how much more do I need? Tell me. Fenced, 2,700. Amount needed.
8,000.
Oh god, okay. Guess I can look over here. Amount needed 3,000. Oh, okay.
Oh.
That's not that bad, especially as I have a
Do
bunch
I
of
have a
stolen
delivery
shit.
of eggs for you?
Yeah, I gotta go find this. There's apparently a person here. I just don't know where she is. Oh, she's in the Lonely Suitor Lodge.
Hello.
What's the latest?
Oh,
Is
this
this
is her.
pleasure or business? Take your time.
Just like,
You are one hot.
What?
Well, what?
I cut off her line, but she was saying, "You are one hot," and then I opened the window.
PM? Oh no, sorry, SL. My eyes are blurry. I'm now both tired and ill, so I am at 0%. SL, that means that if Bruce Willis ever becomes a terrorist, you're on the shit list.
It's true.
I don't think so. I do think.
Why do you think you're on a list?
Me?
That's a good deal.
Yeah.
Because I know people who are definitely on lists, who have had interactions with actual intelligence people. I know someone who was literally pulled over by a black SUV. Or actually, she was pulled over by state cops who had her wait until a black SUV showed up.
Oh my fucking god, yeah. Yeah, okay.
So, yes.
And what was that for?
She was coming back from Chicago from the... Was that like the NATO summit or whatever? This was a number of years ago.
Protesting it?
Yeah, she was with the protesters.
Okay. Yeah, right.
And yeah, I know various other people that have had interactions. So, like, yes, I am within one hop of targets of interest. So
this stream is definitely being listened to by some fucking poor CIA intern 8 months from now.
That's
while he's trying to take
entirely
a
possible.
shit in a dirty fucking agency paid for bathroom. I'm sorry, mate. Have you considered communism?
I'm sorry, but yeah, I have this joke with my friends has been for a long time. Like, well, everyone that I know is on a list because I'm on a list. So. He's Todd Howard is implicated.
You are a welcome sight.
Oh god.
I have news of a very special book, The Lost Histories of Tamriel.
I'm crying.
We're all friends with Todd Howard. It's true.
Oh fuck.
Theranos has not been seen since. The Grey Fox himself hunts for this book. I need you to find Theranos.
We're friends with Todd Howard and with all the other people we mentioned.
Bring back the book yourself.
Yeah,
Jonathan
give me this
Blow,
quest. I'm gonna go
The
steal
Ghosts
a
of
book.
Tom Clancy, everyone named John. Fucking get them.
So, we are now Cat Burglar. Next rank is Shadowfoot. We have our next quest for next time, which is going to be to go to Skingrad.
You know, Shadowfoot doesn't seem that useful of a body part to be in shadow for a thief. Shadow face would be ideal, you know. Shadow hands, you know, you could just steal stuff, and it. Like, foot seems. It's not high on the list.
Mm-hmm. I see what you mean. Yes, I heard about this PM. We have not talked about it on stream, but I heard about it, and it is amazing.
Can we talk about one thing that I was thinking about? That Fallout 76 doesn't even make sense if that's the first vault to be opened. Because it's very well established that ghouls had a society before any vaults were opened. And also that there were other people who survived who were not turned into ghouls, who also had communities that were well established.
Is there just no one?
There is.
I think that's the idea, but I guess maybe it's supposed to be in an area where it's like they're just like, oh well, there was just no one here.
Here's the thing: West Virginia is a blasted hellscape with no true survivors. However, this is supposed to be the future and a sci-fi game. So surely, in what is it, like 2050, they would have been able to colonize West Virginia using heavy terraforming and biodomes. Just 1,000 clones of Griffin.
But what about West Virginia in the game?
Oh, right. Yeah, that's just our future. I think... When did everyone else just have had enough of the McElroy shit?
I mean, plenty of people haven't.
It happened to me. Like,
I was never into it, so I can't really speak to it.
Anyone else?
The McElroys are not within our hops.
I had a rant at Travis, so he's within 4. Okay. I fucking hate the Adventure Zone. I'm gonna be honest. I don't understand why people like it.
I can't really listen to any like actual play stuff, even the stuff that is decent. PM.
I'm not gonna laugh at you. It's fine. You'll grow up. And there's things too.
Fuck.
I have faith that time will correct your abhorrent behaviors.
Jesus. Yeah, Friends at the Table is kind of what I had in mind as something that was like, I guess theoretically good, but that I could not engage with for a long extended period of time.
I found that irritating for different reasons. The reason I don't like the Adventure Zone is because it is very... it is very much...
We're just gonna get this here while we're waiting. We're not waiting on anything other than talking,
good,
but
not very good DMing mixed with kind of a lack of scope and imagination within the setting. Every single NPC is in their own way infallible because Griffin doesn't want to write people he doesn't like who aren't villains. So everyone who is a quote-unquote good guy is correct in some way or another.
We did it!
Hooray!
We never have to cast that again, because now
Whereas
we can cast this.
Friends at the Table is almost the opposite thing, of where it's too ambitious and like too into its own thing. I just felt like it became masturbatory very quickly. I felt that way about Friends at the Table right around the time they took a second break for one of Jack's poems. Was like, alright, okay. It was never really a podcast for anyone else. I understand why people like it. I mean, I like all of the people that do it. It's just I don't like the story that is being told about them. I feel like characters need to very much speak for themselves. I mean, the last time I did any tabletop, I started a civil war because I was making jokes about post-apocalyptic capitalism. Like, that's where I'm at. To just fuck with people. Because my character was a piece of shit.
I have a message for everyone, but especially for
Cops.
the NSA intern who gets stuck listening to us, which is fuck cops.
Fuck cops, don't be a cop. Don't snitch. Kill Max Landis.
Oh,
Yeah,
the dead man.
the who? Oh, yeah. Kill his ghost.
Time to murder some ghost. The ghost murderers.
I'm gonna kill the shit out of that ghost.
Thanks everyone for joining us tonight for Oblivion. I think we should be back next Saturday with more Oblivion.
I just realized what I really want. I want a Rainbow Six style game, but it's about ghost exorcism.
Exorcism?
You know, like you're breaching... Yeah, well... You know... What did I say? Did I say exorcism?
No, you said exorcism. I would just...
Okay. Yeah, like you're busting down doors and stuff, and then there's like a demon or something. You have to point across at it. I want like tactical room clearing priest action.
Ah, okay. Okay.
That would actually be really
I can
good.
see
Like,
that. I was
kind of
confused as to how that would work initially, but I can see it.
a version of all those like horror games where it's asymmetrical gameplay, where the, like one team is trying to find something to banish the ghost, but like a bit more active. Like you're chucking holy water like grenades.
You just need a competitive multiplayer supernatural video game.
Yeah, basically.
I can get behind.
You know what would be cool? Is an MMO like Supernatural?
An MMO? Yeah, I guess you could. Yeah, that would work. This game will have.
Like you've got your Horde and Alliance. You've got your Horde and Alliance, and one is like hunters, and the other is like monsters. So you've got your Van Helsing, you've got your priest, you've got your other archetypes like your witch or soothsayer, you know, that kind of thing. And then on the other side, you got your werewolf, you've got your spectre, that kind of thing. I guess that's kind of what that one MMO, what was it, Secret World, was supposed to kind of be.
A little bit. I mean, I don't think you could play a monster.
You could play as the Illuminati.
Yeah. Well, I think you were always part of the Illuminati.
No, you were part of a Illuminati.
Well,
yeah.
There was like 3 of them. Yes.
Yeah, but the Illuminati was a specific faction.
Oh, okay. Well.
Who were at war with the Knights Templar.
Yeah, it's Assassin's Creed.
No, it was worse than Assassin's. It was much worse than Assassin's Creed.
That's sad, because Assassin's Creed is pretty bad.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
In terms of how it actually, as like a setting. I cannot speak to the characters or anything, but...
So, CIA guy, if there was any NSA, whatever the fuck, if there was anything brought up in the show that you would like to talk more about...
Comments, questions, concerns?
Yep. You can contact us on Discord, I guess.
Yeah, Discord, Twitter, it's fine. I will be back tomorrow, but I'm not playing Hearts of Iron, probably. So he died. I haven't decided necessarily what I'm going to play tomorrow.
What is the theme for that day?
Strategy games-ish.
This
simulation games.
I think I mentioned sovereignty.
Yeah, we could do that.
It would be like pretty short, I guess. It wouldn't. I don't know. It would depend.
Oh. I don't really know anything about how it actually plays, so... Tactical Legacy Pack.
It plays like a board game.
Oh. Huh.
Does SL say that on every single stream?
Probably. Anytime there's a I don't know what I'm going to play. I think that's... Now, since I played that, that's now the suggestion. Okay.
Prism Operatives, like and subscribe. Smash that bell.
You can follow me for notifications when I go live. You can sub for emotes of my cats who are
Can you guys use your bot network to get Grant partnered on Twitch?
Man, that'd be terrifying.
You know what would be fucking great is if we had like a fan in the NSA that was then leveraging assets, like... yeah. I'm all caught up. Now I'll switch over to Fiona. Just get like 50 subscriptions immediately. All from dead presidents.
Mm.
Oh, speaking of which, the dentist, Giancarlo, he might have been Benjamin Franklin. Good night, everybody.
Bye.
So long, farewell to you, my friends. Goodbye for now, until we meet again. I say so long, farewell to you, my friends. Goodbye for now, until we meet again. It's been great to play and sing together in the box, and now it's time to say goodbye. So long, farewell to you, my friends. Goodbye for now, until we meet again. Goodbye for now, until we